Yo. Back in the building for another edition of the Harry's Drinking Again Pubcast. I'm your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris. And tonight, you are rocking with the 97th edition of TNR. That's right, TNR 097. Back in the place to be. You see, I got Brother Ray with me here. I'll get him on here in just a few moments. Let me do a little rundown. Because, see, last week we had Pubsgiving, second annual Pubsgiving. And it was an amazing, it was a good show. It was a good one. Next year is even going to be more phenomenal. I've had an interesting week. A lot of, things going on in the personal things, and a lot of people's dealing with stuff. It's the holidays. We got family. People are trying to make moves. All the New Year's resolution people are going to be coming out. Oh, yeah, this year I'm going to shut the fuck up. You ain't doing a goddamn thing, you lazy bitch. That fucking, all right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We had an encounter with a couple lovely ladies at a bookstore this week. We're going to try to get them on. I'm actually going to send emails out to them now. And hopefully, possibly Helen can come through. And this dude Curtis. But if not, me and Ray are still here to rock it. We cannot help if people choose to flick. It's all you got to do is be consistent, and you can control what you do. But it's going to be a good show tonight as we count down to episode 100. I got a little surprise. Episode 100 will be the Tommy Chong, legendary Tommy Chong, here on the Hida Pub for episode 100. And I'm not going to reveal my plans too much, but the month of December, I'm going to transition my focus into other avenues of the brand. And as you know, the show is sponsored by GubbaRum. Visit GubbaRum.com, GubbaRum on Facebook or Instagram, and find out where you can get your very own bottles of GubbaRum. GubbaRum. The official sponsor. All right. Also, every Saturday, Sunday night on WDJYFM.com, 99.1 out of Atlanta, you can catch the Harris Drinking Again Pubcast there, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Our time slot, Saturday and Sunday night. There's a little background noise. Apologies. The pub is cold. It was a choice to, pay some things that we couldn't pay the heating bill. So got a portable heater, but the mic should be good, loud and clear. Plus the water heater's going on in there. So how to approach women, also surviving P. Diddy. We're going to talk a little bit about P. Diddy, the Cassie situation, and some industry news, right? That's my space. I've been avoiding it because I don't want to make this channel just like typical hip-hop conspiracy channel, but we'll get into that a little bit. I have my own thoughts and opinions on this Diddy shit. It's nothing new, but I'm going to give my assessment and breakdown. And we should be rocking. I am so happy also. Thank you, everybody. Actually, we're pushing 400. We picked up a couple more subscribers this week, hand to hand, and also had a mini viral clip, on the Clip channel. If we picked up a few more people over there. So thank you, anybody who's ever given an ounce of your time to this channel. the show, wherever you do may listen at. We appreciate it. Oh, up in the building, my boy Joey Sims, my dog. It's amazing because I was just thinking of you the other day, and I was going to give you a call, and I said, man, I wonder how he's doing, and I didn't because I ended up walking into this bar and drinking this shit, man. But thank you, big dog. We appreciate it, man. Just trying to continue to grow and grind over here. Internet. Hold on, internet's lagging. Goddamn. But that's been happening a lot too. The reception's been going in and out. But shout out Joey, man. We appreciate it, bro. What was I gonna say? Probably got sidetracked. Either way, I'm gonna bring on Brother Ray. Let him have at your ear for a minute. I'm gonna send a couple links to try to get these other guests on the show here tonight. And yes, thank you so much. Here is Brother Ray.
What's good, everybody? Can I hear myself?
You are on.
Am I on?
Yep.
Okay, I can't hear myself on the... It's okay. Anyways, sorry, folks. Got a little hiccup here, so if you hear me...
You hear now?
My hiccup, yeah, I can hear myself now.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put you on some a little beat, get you in the groove. So how you doing, brother? You know, it's been
Oops. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, welcome back into the pub, my brother.
Nice. Sorry that I got the hiccups. I had it last night. In fact, I got a little sniffle too, so I got a little napping over here. So if you don't mind, but you know what? The wheel keeps grinding. It never stops. Sick or not. Let's not quit. We just keep going. This is 97th episode, my brother.
97 weeks in a row. And I know I wanted to do 104 shows, man. 2 consistent years, and we're closing in on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of just in that space now where I'm like, okay, what's next?
Right.
And the growth is there. So it's like, what else can be accomplished, or what other kind of content can I create here?
I mean, it's funny you mentioned that, because each and every week, and I have the bad habit. I can't really say a habit. It's almost like a natural routine where when I call you and I go, so what's the topic in the show? And you go like, I don't know, whatever pops up that day. That's the topic. And today the topic just happens to be about P. Diddy. I don't really pay attention to that because I don't really care. But what I care about is the character of the person. I don't care who you are, P. Diddy, I don't care. Pope, I don't care. Trump, your character. That's the biggest judgment of a man, is your character.
P. Diddy's character has been in question for years. I mean, this is stuff breaking now is nothing. If you're into that world or into the sources and stuff that kind of, you hear the rumors of this man, his character has always been in question.
You know what? My question is this: the people that are so-called, are they victimized, or are they consenting? Because if they're consenting, I'm like, look, man, if the guy is bi, if the guy is gay, if the guy likes men, if the other person is willing, and even if they're not willing, but basically they go, you know what? Because I really want to boost up my career, and for me to do that, I have to shake hands with the devil. Hey, some people do that. I'm not saying it's right, but that's something you have to live with.
Well, in this cast situation, so supposedly he met her, 18, 19, 17, whatever, and he got with her though about when she was 19 and until she was 29. Right. So a lot of saying, she was groomed, she was naive. That's how these guys do. Erin Hall was with Gloria Valdez when she was about 17, but she was already in the clubs and in videos. And
Right.
you had Jay-Z, R. Kelly with Leah.
Right.
She was young, and
she was like I think 14 or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's just it seems to be the norm in the industry. What's that? The old white guy actor Woody, or he fled away. He married his stepdaughter or something like that, and had a baby with a stepdaughter. But he known her since she was a baby.
Woody Harrelson. No. Woody Harrelson. I'm sorry. No, Woody. Woody Allen.
Is it Woody Allen? Yeah.
Woody Allen. Yeah. Woody Allen. Yeah. Woody Allen. Yeah.
It was so young, rich, powerful men, young, fertile, pure women. That's pretty much what I've.
Let's talk about that topic in a minute, man. Because I really want to delve into that, because there's so many shows today about young women. They're about to get married. Well, what about the people that are like restarting? Let's say you're middle age and you're divorced and whatnot. Kids are grown, whatnot. As a man, you're set, but as a woman, perhaps you're content. You have grandkids and whatnot. Let's talk about that today, if we can tonight. If we, another segment of the show.
Yeah.
Because I myself am in that space right now, and part of me is like, okay, yeah, I feel kind of creepy. I'm new to this in a way, but at the same time, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm really having a good time. Besides, I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh my gosh, no, I don't depend on nobody, man. I'm my own man. I make my own self happy. I don't need company. I'm complete. Now, it'll be nice to have a female companion that, that shows me attention, because if you show a mature man some attention, the kind of attention that they'll give you is, I'm sorry, nothing that these young bucks will do, because it's a different generation. I think my generation, we were probably one of the last, or maybe close to the last men that still courted women,
Yeah. Yeah. Classic courtship.
Yeah. And you know what? In this, unfortunately, a lot of women are devaluing themselves. Trying to find her, because really, I believe that women, whether they agree or not, they find their solace from their true male soulmates.
Yeah.
And same with men, because we're kings. We need to find a queen. And every man deserves a queen, just like every woman deserves a king.
So it's really about those self elevation, self betterment, because if you can't be not gonna attract that if you're not already. So both parties have to put themselves in alignment.
So the biggest issue why it does not work, it boils down to the most basic thing: fear and laziness. When you're in fear of something, you are lazy. And you may not be a lazy person, but because you fear the circumstance, you don't want to do it. It's kind of like depression. It's like, I just want to sleep all day because I don't want to face my reality. So let me just sulk, or let me just, tuck myself in the corner. Unfortunately, you can do that, but it's just reversing the process of success.
Right.
That's what it is. I mean,
and do you want to just do a DM, let them know, hey, the links in the email if these girls want to come on?
She said that, and she's still getting her tattoo.
Okay.
But
yeah. Links.
I gotta check out the YouTube. Yeah, we have a guest here. Shout out to Natalie. And also, Jocelyn, if you're there, we send you the email link to our podcast. Would really love for you to come on the show. I know, now he's getting her tattoo and whatever, and I know after the tattoo, it drains you. I get it, but these were um, two young ladies we met at a Barnes and Noble, and it was kind of crazy how we met because you know, we just whenever me and Harris are together, we're always talking about ideas. We're always talking about ideas and whatnot, and we're always reading some kind of a book.
Damn, your hiccup. Joey saying the mic's cutting on and off, but it's like brother Ray got the hiccup.
I know, sorry, man. I got the hiccups. Apologize. That's why I'm drinking water, and I done everything. I did the spoon and temple. While you're doing, I did the.
Try this one. This supposedly, if you pinch right here,
I'm trying everything.
It's supposed to make it
Ooh,
painful.
acupressure.
Yeah, it's supposed to do something. I learned this in massage school. I do it on my son sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does.
Just like that. Am I doing it?
Yeah,
Am I doing it right?
That little meat where it hurts.
Yeah, right there.
Keep yourself. And I don't know if it's because it takes the thing off the pain. Like if you're supposed to pinch it pretty hard. And
I want to know what causes hiccups. First of all, what causes hiccups?
I don't know. I don't know the scientific.
It sucks,
It's gotta be
dude.
just some sort of air, air in the.
Yeah, I've been burping, trying to fart it out.
Wow, fucking hiccups. You got some gaston, some shit going on with it.
Oh no, man.
I'm actually gonna see Joe. If you are out there, man, I'll send you the link. That'd be dope.
Yeah, so we met these two young ladies, and it just happens that they were talking about their past relationships, and we're like, oh, we got a podcast. Excuse me, a podcast, and we would love to have your perspective on the show. But it's too bad. It's just the thing about podcasts, and we have so many people that couldn't make it here guest before, is that this is the platform where you can actually express yourself. Now, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be right all the time. That's not the premise of it. It just means that your perspective is being heard, whether they agree to it or not. It doesn't really matter. It's information that people will digest as knowledge, and for them to take it later on to maybe they're gonna run into their life, and because they heard that conversation, they know how to maneuver properly.
Oh yeah, man.
Was that pretty much well said? That's what a podcast. We've been calling it a podcast.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. So let me let's bring up this Diddy thing for a minute.
Let's do it.
And see if what's going on. So yeah, there was a 35 to 50 page allegation. People should know the basics by now. It's she sued him for 30 million unsettled report, 30 to 50 million. Apparently now she has not signed an NDA. 10 years of abuse. She claimed that he would hire male escorts to have sex with her while he's jerking off. He's been, 50's been calling out for years, being a fruit pop, take him in shopping. Gene Deal, his ex-bodyguard, how he used to lock women in rooms, and he would hear stuff banging and everything, and these women would come out but everyone's been scared to speak out against Diddy. He recently lost his rock deal, stepped down from Revolt. It looks like the making of Surviving P. Diddy is going to be out sometime like Netflix, like first quarter of next year, because this is just exactly how the Cosby thing went down, exactly how R. Kelly. So it's like this trend. Every year or two, you see these prominent men get brought down by this Me Too movement. And that is what's happening with Diddy right now.
But you know what? Let's look at this in a more because Because okay, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. What I want to know is that, you know,
First shot of the night. Maybe you need some
Harry's drinking again.
to kill the hiccups.
will that take a hiccup?
It might.
Well, if it does, I'll try it. Oh my gosh. I don't have the hiccups. I don't know. Not.
Brother Ray. I think that's his first time swinging out the bottle. That's a clip.
You know what? Brother Ray is so disciplined. I'm so fucking disciplined.
Yeah.
That doesn't faze me. You know, that's the problem. You know, it's like, oh, you know, once I hit it, I can't. You know what? You can't, dude. Shut the fuck up. You can fucking quit. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the world right now.
Yeah. No, those people that sometimes come on the show and claim they can't be social drinkers, but mentally they can, but they can't, because you're so weak in that moment where you let your thoughts take over, and it's like, no, I can't come over and just have a beer with you, because then I'll stop on the way and I'll get a 12er, and then I'll, you know, and then like, but I mean, they can, but it's that weakness of the mind that they cannot not stop and get that extra beer.
And you know, the thing about it is that I get it. You know, I've been tempted. The meaning to power is that being able to overcome temptation. Meaning that I say I don't drink. I still say I don't drink. But if I take a swig of this, you know, it's not going to be like all the time. I took a swig because I'm cold.
Yeah.
You know, it helped me heat up. So,
yeah. What? No, that's funny, because it does, right? You get that warmth in your throat.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to take another swig because I'm getting warm right now. And I like this shirt, and I don't want to wear a sweater because this shirt is like flossy.
Yeah. Hey, you know the funny thing though, I'm gonna try to pull this up. It's actually, I've seen on one of those shows or something. It's actually a myth. Alcohol, by science, actually lowers your body temperature, and so sometimes, like, it might warm you up for that instant.
Yeah.
But it actually lowers. So sometimes when people get drunk and they're
out your blood
stumbling around, yeah, they'll think and they'll fall asleep and they'll freeze or die
right
in the cold because they thought they were warm, but they're actually dropping from the alcohol.
It's probably because of the level of alcohol they have in their body. But 2 or 3 swigs, you know.
See,
I don't know. That's good information. Let's find out.
Does
Let's get into it.
Really warm you up.
Let's get into it.
Warm your
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say one thing. I'm gonna rant for a second. I'm gonna rant.
Please do. Please. I can't wait. I want to hear your rant. Your rants are infamous. Let's do it, my brother.
I'm trying, man. So last Thursday,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I had the worst. It was shout out to the fam. It was great company, but I had the worst. It was the worst food ever. Okay, it was with the Caucasian side of the family. Now I pre-warned my Caucasian family that I was going to talk about this, and I said, "I'm sorry, but like, it was shit. The turkey was shit. The damn. I'm not gonna. You know who you are. You made a motherfucker and didn't put no seasoning on anything. I'm talking about, and there was the only options was the turkey, mashed potatoes, some boring ass brown gravy, a little salad was just like
iceberg lettuce,
like tomatoes, cucumbers with ranch dressing and Italian as the options. Fuck both of those. So what do I gotta do?
No balsamic?
Nope. So, and there was some dressing. I hate dressing with a little cranberries. I can't stand dressing. I don't do that. And that was it. That was like the 4 options and some pies. My girl made a sweet potato pie. Didn't even get to try none. That pissed me off.
I love sweet potato pie.
And I was gonna make some greens, stuff, but I just didn't have time. So, but I expected a higher quality of meal. Now, growing up from white people, majority of my life, and I've experienced 3 black Thanksgivings, and there was the dopest Thanksgiving ever. That's why you can never go back, and that's where I actually learned to prepare a turkey. you brine days before, and then inject it and cook it in the bag. All I'm talking about, you want fall off the bone. I made a turkey one year, man. It was so damn good. But I'm making love to turkey. You got to do that for foreplay.
Turkey.
You let it sit there. You just slap it for a couple days.
Slap that shit.
I'm gonna get to you, girl. Yeah, next, bam, you just smack that turkey, baste it, you glaze it, and you
call me daddy.
You got to get in there, the turkey hole.
You gotta get in there.
So I was just highly disappointed, and the stereotype remains true. White people's food is bland shit.
Hey, wait a minute. Okay, my roommate Steven, aka Scuba, is white.
Okay.
But man, I tell you what, this brother right here can cook. Okay. But you know what it is? Because Scuba grew up in LA, Sacramento. So he grew up in a diverse community culture.
Okay, because I was getting ready to say,
yeah.
We had shout out to Eric G, I think, who tapped in, the brother from North Carolina. And so I've had country white boys cooking. Like country white boys can cook too.
Oh yeah.
They get down, roasted pig and all that shit. The swine, but I've had I've had good white people cooking, but the majority of the white people, at least on the West Coast, is just bland, and it was horrible. It was a very horrible experience. I was hungry. First, I started with the gas station burrito early in the morning. That pissed me off because I'm like, this is the food holiday. I eat a fucking burrito from Maverick, and then I think I had to work, I think, that night, so I'm driving around. Because I didn't even, this is how the turkey sucks. When it's so bad, you don't even want to use that turkey for leftovers on a sandwich.
Oh, damn.
That's how stupid it was.
Oh, man, you can't even have leftover turkey? Oh,
so I didn't take the leftovers.
Oh, man.
And then I'm driving around and I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to go to Roberto's, or Beto's out here, Roberto's.
Yeah, Roberto's hours.
Beto's, wherever you are. Yeah. But they always got that. But nope, they were closed. So I was like,
Roberto's was closed?
Roberto's, Riva's, everything was closed. So
wow.
So I was extra pissed, and I believe I once again stop at Maverick. They didn't have no hot food. It's like 11:30 there. They didn't have nothing, and so I ended up getting like a Gatorade, a protein bar, and I went to work, had a cup of noodles and some nuts until the next morning. I got off and I went and just to Jack's Coffee House, and I got myself a nice omelet with the toast and everything, and I just sat there and had a good fucking meal. But my Thanksgiving sucks, and I don't ever want to eat white people's food again. It's bullshit. Shout out to my mother, I love her. But growing up, like, man, I'm so glad I just didn't eat like that.
Now you gotta say, shout out to my mother, I love her. And the people, some people that's watching this right now going, why do you love your mother? Well, all of a sudden, because your mother is
white.
Exactly. Okay, there you go. I just wanted to finish that. For those of you that don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the seasoning to her is salt and pepper. And it's iodized.
Not even garlic salt.
It's iodized salt. Like, me, I do the pink Himalayan, sometimes a little French salt, there's a black lava salt.
Why do they like all the bad shit, like white bread and freaking iodized salt, man, and shit? And
like, it's just growing up, like I went completely the opposite.
Man, I'm glad, man, I didn't grow up like that, man, because
it was
I grew
bad,
up,
man.
I grew up especially ethnic. I love it. Sorry.
And I called my mom and I was like, I told her about the experience, and I said, I brought up white, and she's like, well, it's not all white. She gets a little defensive. She gets a little defensive because I go to because I'm black. I go to my black side, and I always bring up shit. She's like, well, I made the sweet potato. I said, no, you made that bullshit out of the can with the marshmallows on top.
Sometimes sometimes that could be a hesitation for someone of an ethnic origin going out with a white woman, because it's like, yeah, she's nice, she's wonderful and everything, but how is she in the kitchen now? How is she in the kitchen?
If you can't cook your ass off, I mean,
because after a while, it's like, especially women, after a while the hip starts going, everything, you're not really holding that well anymore. But us men, we're real simple. We still get turned on, like my ex, man, because she can cook. Yeah, I still accept it. Because it's true. A man's heart is to his stomach. Feed me, and you just don't know how much I love you.
That's really what it is, man. I think that's why I'm such a good cook too, because for one, I was cooking since I was little, so I was alone a lot. But then also just because as I got older, my mom's food sucked. It fucking sucked. Everything, like, it just sucks. So, and I remember the first time.
In other words, you grew up with no culture in your
No
culinary selections.
Hell no, I had to go learn that on my own.
Oh man,
shit. But I didn't learn it. It was a natural. It's already in me. It's like it's natural for you to want to search out your true origins.
I think so. Yeah.
How do you feel? It's all about the feeling. So
yeah.
Thanksgiving, horrible. It's fucking horrible. But the pub's giving was awesome. Now look at this. Let's see. The mentalfloss.com. Does drinking alcohol really keep you warm when it's cold out? Here's something tailgaters, ice skaters, other cold weather fans keep in mind. Drinking actually make you feel warm, but it actually doesn't keep you warm or prevent hypothermia. Instead, drinking alcohol lowers the core temperature of your body.
Oh God, I'm freezing right now. My balls are freezing.
Director of clinical pharmacology at the University of Iowa. Consumption of alcohol undoes many of the human body's healthy reflexes, one of which is keeping which is keeping the core body temperature warm in cold weather. It doesn't even take that much for this effect to kick in. Just one alcoholic drink will start the process that results in a lowered core body temperature. All right, on my second swig here.
Well, I think it was already on my third.
Yeah, goddamn.
I know, man. Shoot. Hey, but you know what I've been doing though, man?
Hold on.
Cold showers.
What's this? No sound on Podbean. Ramitan Mahasal. You said no sound. Is there no sound? I said, damn, you Illuminati. What the hell does that mean? I am?
Are we Illuminatis? Oh, do
That's
we
what
have?
he said.
Wow.
But he said no sound. Is there sound?
Oh, Illuminati. Like basically they're shutting us down.
Wait a minute.
No, I don't know. I'm just
the sound. The sound is shitty tonight. I don't know what's going on. Is there no sound on Podbean? Are we doing this again?
Yeah. No
sound on Podbean. Damn you, Illuminati. How am I Illuminati for no sound? What about on YouTube? Is there still people out there? Is the audio good? Because I'm in the mode here. I thought we were having a great fucking show, and I checked the audio just a moment ago. Let me see. Okay, I hear it there. YouTube sound is good. Yes.
YouTube, but Podbean.
Apparently, Podbean. Hating.
There's always some kind of technical flaw.
Yes, I am.
It hasn't been perfected.
Listen on YouTube. Sorry, Ramitan. Listen on YouTube.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna go to a Spanish church this weekend because I want to learn how to speak Spanish. And there's nothing more beautiful than hearing the word of the Lord in another language that I don't understand. Hopefully, they'll have a translator there.
Yeah, I remember Spanish speaking. I do hear a crackle. What's going on here? Audio issues. I know what it is. It's just the. It's not just me, man. Other YouTubers that I watch, they have sound issues. I think it's like the shit's just overloaded or something.
I think so. I mean,
it's
that's what
going live.
Yeah, that's why I think a lot of them they pre-record.
Yeah, but it ain't. Yeah, pre-record is.
I know it's like scripted.
And if I'm gonna do a pre-recorded, I would rather do like a complete like I would like to act like let's perform. Let's play.
Yeah,
and I'll be and like actually record a piece of art like that.
Hey, that just gave me an idea. Remember months ago when we came up with that card? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The animation.
Well, you know,
of
we can do that with AI now. There's these apps that, I mean, they could make us into cartoons. Like, we don't even really need the
yeah, an animator.
you know. But yeah,
Wow, AI is gonna take a lot of jobs, dude. They're gonna take off. They're gonna take. How do you like those AIs that they show on the clips where, you know, like a painting and the guy's talking, like he's real or she's real? I don't know, man. It's cool, but
so Suge Knight has a new podcast. He has him and Dave Mays have a podcast where he's talking from jail, and it's an AI Suge and AI Dave Mays, but the AI Suge moves just how he's talking. He's in an orange jumpsuit. It's hella dope, man.
so okay. So if he has an AI, does that mean that's really him talking, and then the AI, or no, not him, and does an AI speak for him? I don't get it. What's the deal? You know what I mean? What's the deal? What's the whole? You know, maybe I'm a modern technology dummy, but what is that, Podbean?
Yeah, audio's crackly. Joey said the audio's crackly too, but
I think that's on Podbean's side, not us. Oh, whoa,
it's on YouTube. It's just in general. It's on YouTube though. But all right, I'm gonna send Joey the link too. We'll get him on. But so no, it's. I mean, is it like telling his story from jail? But they have those musics like where I heard Donald Trump rapping basically Tupac. Like he was rapping. It's a Donald Trump rapping Tupac,
right?
And it's I don't know. It's weird. But it actually sounds like Trump.
Sure.
And it's but mixed with some Tupac. But it's like Donald Trump.
But the ride, yeah.
The fucking AI, man. Yeah.
I know AI is to the next level, man. It's scary. You know what, man? I thought I brought a chapstick. Especially in this weather in Reno when it's starting to get cold. Yeah. My lips gonna look like I got dandruff on my lips.
Yeah. Ty Higgums. Yeah, we can do that though. I wouldn't mind. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what's next? So, 30 years ago, when I was in Seattle, I had a roommate, my Buddhist roommate, cool as fuck. And he would write. We were so poor, no water, no lights, would light candles, and he was working on this play based on the Bodhisattva, the Buddhism, and he had these characters, and he was writing a play, and he'd give me a couple parts or lines, and we would sit there and act them out. And I'd write my lyrics to him, and we would just like keep ourselves entertained. And he was working on a play, and I would like to do something like that.
I think you should do something like that, because that is, that is when art is so. That is when I love true art. That is when art is at its purest. When because that's what art is, just expression. That's when you understand that the artist needs to make money to make money. I get it, but a true artist, they're created to just create something beautiful for us to either hear, see, touch, whatever. And so when you say, you guys were broke, you guys had no lights, no water whatsoever, but then you guys still have your dreams and you still made the best of the situation. That's discipline, man. That's discipline. It's all about discipline, man. It really is. Discipline and purpose. I can't find my CarMax, my lips.
Shitty Wi-Fi. Yeah. Just something we're gonna have to deal with,
Yeah.
Time. I do have a couple of we got 3 more shows, man. The next few weeks are gonna be I have a legit interviews coming out. Larry, we got Mark, that's a Titanic guy, and then Tommy Chong is gonna be the 100th episode. And I'm kind of transitioning. I'm in the mix of not necessarily. I'm not doing music again, but I have some musical projects. I have to finish as Underground Volume 3. That's just gonna basically round out most of my catalog, where all the songs will be on Spotify, all streaming platforms,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to work on the Desert Underground Volume 4 sometime next year, which will completely round out the legit songs I have. Maybe here in a minute, I'm going to play a couple of tracks that I'm working on, and a lot of freestyles, because over the course of the show, I'll drink and then I'll start busting the flows, and I've kind of compiled some. And if you want, you go check out the last episode on the channel, Terry's Flow 2K23. I figured I could put some of the better ones up there, just out as little tidbits, things like that. But yeah, man, going on past the 100 threshold, there's going to be a little switch up. Also, going to spend a lot of this month basically doing organizing the channel, doing a lot of retitling, and getting the show ready for WDJY, which is what I want to start focusing on, because this month they're releasing the SoundCloud numbers, the Nelson or SoundScan numbers.
The Nielsen ratings actually receiving the SoundCloud numbers.
Not set. That's what I meant. The Nielsen Sound Scan. I will have the numbers out. Last I heard, we had 1,400 weekly listeners that tune in just on the internet. So
wow,
a lot of good things happening.
Yeah, we're actually, your show is actually ramping up. So, what does that mean to the viewers? Well, what that means is that, it's a marketing game. You get people that will follow you, subscribe to you. That's many eyes. That's how many people pay attention. So, if you're a guest, take it serious, man. Come to the show. I mean, I know you're busy. Everybody's got busy lives, whatever. Maybe you're not, but go for it. Trust me, you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we do over here.
That's what we do.
I did reach out to Kelpie or Chino Boy and Daigo recently. Said they want to come on and do some music. That is fun. Artists, right? Artist engagement.
Yeah, it's fun.
It gets a little tiring because they're fucking like divas, like rappers are like little divas and shit. And you're like, I want to tell these motherfuckers. But when they be spitting and we get a roundhouse, that should be fun, man.
I wonder, let's backtrack a little bit. You said they're like divas, okay? Let's delve into the psychology. Why did they become divas? Is it the same women with OnlyFans or social media, to where because there's some people like that. The minute they get a little popular, whatever that little bit of popularity they have, they get big headed. So maybe that's.
I think it's because artists in general, like Tech said, I'm an artist, I'm sensitive about my shit, and sometimes they don't want to come on because they feel maybe their stuff's not good enough, or even, and we have to psych ourselves out. Even with myself, I gotta psych myself out. Right? I pretend that I'm bigger than what I really am. But how else are you gonna?
How else are you gonna project yourself? I mean, I understand being humble. I get it.
Yeah, if you're an artist and you're like, you have to think like, nah, like I don't want to spit this, or I don't want to spit this on his show because I'm saving it for this project and this. They position themselves like divas, man. And I'm not saying that I don't. I'm just, but that's. I think that's why a lot of the artists came on and they see what it really is, and they're like, it's not for them.
It's kind of like this. It's like, to me, this is how it felt like those times when we were. And no offense to the artists that came on, much respect to you. Okay, it's like you come into the gym. And you have these guys, they got the gear and everything, they the active part and the pumping weights, and you're new and everything to that gym, and you're just, okay, hey, this and that, whatever. Hey, you got that with you, and then you go and you outlift them all, you out rep them all, and you out, like the weights is everything, and you just and then they kind of like, whoa. And then they feel like, instead of going, oh man, all right, bet, let's do it. There's some people like that, and I think you're that kind of a person. I never seen you back down from a rap battle. Whether you do good or not, you just kind of go, let's compete. You're mom about it. I'm the same way too.
Well, in my head, you can't do that. Like you can't back down because it's a competition. You have to.
You have to perform.
Even in sports, like even the other day, I went to play basketball at the community center. Mm-hmm. I'm just hooping. Haven't been out there in a minute, but I still got the game. And I'm already in my head. I'm shooting at the other end of the court, and there's some cats out there. They're running like force or whatever. And then another dude walked in. I was like, they're gonna ask me to run. I just knew it. And then a little bit later, hey man, you want to run? I'm just like, fuck. Yeah, I reluctantly said yes.
Right.
But it's like I can't say no. I can't say no.
Yeah, no.
You're challenging me, dude.
Yep.
All right. Let's go. And I'm out there, and I'm not cardio what I should be and everything, but I do the fundamentals. I box out, I get the rebound, and I look for the open man down the floor. I play fundamentals.
Right.
Stop. I go to my Tim Duncan mode.
Right.
To where it's not pretty, but I had my little numbers out there. I had a couple of assists, and got some easy buckets. And,
right.
Give me that shit. Pass out. Get the rebound. Banging the post a little bit.
Right.
So same thing with the music or pub casting, huh? Was a formula.
Are you saying that you're just a naturally competitive person? Because I'm a naturally competitive. I compete in the most petty shit. Yeah, I'm competitive, man, and I don't really care if I lose or whatever. Just the fact of that I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a competitive guy, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I like to be a showman. That's I think that's just in the DNA or something like that.
Yeah, just natural men. I can't say men. There's a lot of women that are competitive too, but it's mostly a man thing. It's mostly when you think competitiveness and fierceness, like you think, man, when you think of athletes, Mamba mentality. Okay. What women? Is there any women? I can't think of any. I'm not a historian. Like, what women truly possess? Like, what's a woman warrior? Or is there any athletes that
actually have
like a Mamba black cat mentality?
Yeah.
When you think of women.
Yeah. Who was that?
I mean, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman.
No, they actually had a. I'm blanking out right now. What's her name? She was actually a warrior.
Zena?
No, man, that's a fictional character.
Storm? Yeah, I love Storm. I used to love.
No, those are wrestlers, man. This ain't Beeline show, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
no. There was one. Actually, there was okay in the Philippine history. During the war, there was a woman named Tandang Sora. Tandang Sora. Tanda is old. And she was, and I say this because there's a lot of Filipinos that are just super athletic, man. I mean, can you imagine if our size were like we weren't, I won't say our disadvantage because Manny Pacquiao disproved that. But because we're not the tallest people. But imagine if we were tall people. Oh my God, gosh, if Filipinos were like average height is like 6 foot. Oh my gosh. It's amazing, man. We'll be playing sports, and because right now there's an NHL Filipino star player. There's even NBA. I mean, yeah, they can be mixed, whatever. It doesn't matter, But yeah, but no, there is. And,
but you don't. They're not. What I'm saying, you're having trouble thinking of them. Like
they're not as popular.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't associate women with. Giving birth. They're like strong, like. They're like resilient, but you think
Yeah,
like just men, like.
but let's talk about women leaders like
Condoleezza Rice.
what's her name? The Jewish Golda Meir. See, Golda Meir. Yeah, I can't believe I remember that. Golda Meir. She was I think she was Israel's prime minister, and of course, the Philippines had two female presidents, Aquino, and I think the other one is Macapagal. And from what I heard, they both suck. Sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and restart this Podbean stuff. See if get some stuff. I don't know what's going on. See right here, it should be popping.
See, this would be great if we had the female's perspective right now, man. To disprove us and to give them their information. See, this is why we need people that we put on this show to come on. The fuck.
Shout out to Scoob. He says, "Tell Ray, oh shoot, he's 5'5". Could you imagine?
Hey, shut the fuck.
Could you imagine he'd be in the NBA?
Shut the fuck up, Scoob. Shut your ass up, okay?
Hey, you know what's crazy? When I was playing here at Hug High School, though, we had this 5'3" Filipino cat that could dunk.
I'm telling you, man.
We
got some crazy ass athletes, man.
I forget his name.
Pygmy.
He played with Ramon Sessions. He was older, but he was about 5'3", 5'4". Dog hops like out the building, dog. Fucking like a 17-year-old.
I seen a lot of those when I was in the Philippines, dog. In slippers. It's amazing, dude. I mean, if we were as big as brothers, oh man, we'll rule. Well, we're not gonna rule, but we're gonna compete real heavy with you guys.
Yeah,
I know I will.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. He was just he's just bouncy. He was just short and bouncy, but he was also
quick, nimble in that bit.
He was a running back too, and he would he was so low and shifty. I mean, this motherfucker would just.
That's why Christian McCaffrey is so good. I mean, the guy just, because everyone's a lot bigger than him. This whole misnomer of like, oh my gosh, the height and this and that. No, fuck you, okay? Look, man, I'm comfortable with my height, and I can't change that. That's what God made me, But He also gave me other traits that's gonna compensate for what I lack in height. If it's just height, other than that, that's. I mean, I get it, but you want to feel protected and all that stuff. How about being with someone that's 6'4" and can't fight? Looks like he can fight, but he can't fight. Maybe all jack and everything, but oh yeah, whatever. Take a swing, motherfucker. Pat. Hit him in the jugular. Hit him on his, and I don't care how muscular he is. Hit you in the jugular, freaking break your knees, man, or something, or hit you right there where, you just gotta watch it, man. Us. More average, shorter guys, man. All our lives, we fought with bigger guys. Guess what? You don't think we've thought about this kind of stuff? You don't think we've been bullied by big guys? Yeah, we have. In fact, I fought nothing but bigger guys than me. So guess what? I'll tell you what. I'm a little bit more leery fighting a guy my height than I am fighting a guy your height. Truthfully, because I know if I fight a guy your height and can fight, he'll kick my ass. I get it. I understand. Yeah. But unfortunately, there's a lot of big tall dudes that are not coordinated.
That's a cool thing. I just feel like I'm normal height, 6'2", whatever. But I don't ever have to put a lot of thought about height because I'm just like
because you're already there.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Because you're already there. That's why it's like
5'5" with brown eyes, smile like the sunrise, Brother Ray.
Oh, thanks, Scoob, man. Thank you. That's my boy right there, man. I love you, Scoob. You're my boy.
Thanks for tapping in, bro.
And give a shout out to his cute, beautiful daughter, Kinley, and Olive. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about the approach, like how to approach the women though. In your scenario, right?
Break it down.
You're coming through.
Yeah.
Undersized, short, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ethnic Asian.
Sure.
And so you're coming to a woman with already kind of with less than I would, 6'2", light skin,
right,
curly hair,
yeah.
you know, I got to smile like a motherfucker too, and so by the general standards, right, or what women desire,
right,
they would say, oh, I have an easier time or an easier path to get this woman.
Right.
How does Brother Ray, how is your approach? How are you gonna kind of take the situation? There's a lovely lady sitting in a bookstore or something, and drinking a nice cappuccino. She got her glasses on, legs crossed, and she's got her book, and she's, but she's her body language is kind of facing, to where you think you have that opening. How is Brother Ray gonna approach this woman, to woo her and break the ice?
Well, I think first of all, I'm gonna take away all of the whatever it is, the misnomers of like my height and this and that being whatever it is. I gotta think for myself. It's like, man, I am the golden prize. I am the bee's knees, freaking king. All of this, I gotta put that impacted in my head, so that way, if say for instance, she basically turns me down or whatever, that's part of the game, and your charm, your humor comes along with it, your wisdom, your knowledge and whatnot. But at the same time, you just got to know how to understand the female, because the communication is the biggest part. I don't care, you aesthetically, you can be 6'2", this and that, handsome, whatever. Yeah, you're like a trophy. Oh, look at my boyfriend, all this and this and that. But you're freaking lame, dude. You're lazy. Freaking, it's like you're dumb, uncoordinated, can't dance, can't dress. I mean, you're just, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying there's a lot of guys out there. Yeah. So it's like, but you may have a guy that's maybe small package, but man, the guy can dress, the guy is smart, the guy can get along with people, the guy knows how to make money, the guy ain't lazy, the guy is like durable, the guy can fix anything, the guy is like smart, the guy is like, speaks different languages, well-traveled, established, runs a business, all that stuff. The height goes away, dude. Don't even worry about the height. In fact, you know what? I kind of find it like sexy when the girl's a little taller than me. If she's 3 or 4 inches taller than me, I don't think I'll be intimidated. I'm just not that guy.
What is it about the height? Like,
I don't know.
Is it because they have a primal feeling of wanting to feel like they're protected? Like if they're with a shorter man, is it subconsciously they feel like they're not as safe?
Let's delve into this. Okay, so. And I've been talking about this, and let's touch this, okay? Especially in the Western culture, right? We've been so programmed and so brainwashed with the media that, everyone in Hollywood, you see the guy taller than the girl and everything, to where the regular public are like over there going, you know what? That's ideal. You would be amazed how brainwashed we are as a culture, as a Western culture, where even the way our decision becomes like the same decision they do on TV. It doesn't match. It's not congruent. So, I mean, I can understand if someone doesn't like, because they're shorter and they don't feel protected around that person, that's fine. That's okay. Move on to the next one, move on to the next one. They're okay, okay. And you know what? The beautiful thing about that is that if you leave him something to where, let's say, for instance, oh, I broke up with him because he was just too short. I just did not feel protected. Okay, let it simmer. But then maybe goes by and maybe the woman goes out with a couple of guys or whatever. Then they go, man, but you know what? He doesn't smell as nice. Doesn't really dress as nice. Doesn't really dance as nice. Probably doesn't even fuck as nice. It's just, I don't know, man. I mean, I truly believe that if you really fall for the person for who they are, like I'll be the first one to say, I can't stand motherfuckers that are short man syndrome. I can't stand that because I'm not. I know I'm not big in stature, and I don't want to be. I'm completely comfortable being the way I am, completely comfortable. You know, if I was taller, like say for instance, I was 6 foot tall, and yet nothing. I'm like plain. What good am I? You know, I mean, but yeah, I'm not big in stature, but you know what? I can run businesses. I can lead people. I can make money. I can sell. I can, I'm good to people and whatnot. And perhaps those are like, and I'm not going to be the first one to say, oh yeah, I'll kick so and so's ass and sin and say, I don't need to tell you that. I don't need to tell you that. I don't need to tell anyone how tough I am. You'll see. You'll see. And my toughness is how I live my life. My confidence and confidence is not just an act, because if you act confident, you're cocky. But if you're just naturally confident, I'm naturally confident. I have no insecurities really. I don't. I've overcame it all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I never had insecurities, but yeah, there was a time where I was so insecure. But I outgrew all of them.
That image right there. I mean, the glasses would be better, but we're just gonna show nothing but hot librarian bitches on here from now on.
Okay.
That's it. We're just
Right.
showing these.
So you're saying that how am I gonna approach her if I see somebody like that?
Yeah, like how, what would you're walking down the aisle,
Yeah.
and then you see her there lounging.
Okay. I think I will not, because obviously she's beautiful, right? And she's sexy and all that. I'm not gonna compliment her on her features, because she already knows that.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm gonna compliment? I'm gonna compliment her on what she is reading at that particular time. Oh, you're reading that. Oh, that's interesting. What is it about? Oh, interesting. And then once she starts telling me, because I'll know whether she read it or not, a little bit about it, then I'll come back with maybe something that I know that's similar to that one, and then start the conversation and then find her interest. Because if you find her interest, and then the next thing is that, then the conversation gets going and gets interesting. Then she falls in love with you with your mental capacity. That is endless. If you can fall in love with a person because they have the mental. Now, when I say mental, it doesn't mean that just because they're smart. There's a lot of smart motherfuckers out there. I'm talking smart, but is not like telling you like Professor Smart. Just smart, gives you the right information that you need to know. But yet, the most important thing is that they're able to listen. And I used to be bad. I used to be all about me, and I changed that. And maybe being married is what made me better listener. And so, yeah. So listen, I want to listen. I really want to understand, because really part of me, if I'm over here trying to talk to you, it may be just, you're trying to size me up. Well, guess what? I'm sizing you up too. In fact, I got more to lose than you do, girl. So like say I got money, I got money, I got status, I got all of this other stuff. I want to know, will you your ability for me is a female, is that what can you do to make me better? What will you do to make me better? Because it's like a dance. I used to tell, and I think I said this on the podcast before, I used to be a dance instructor. I used to dance salsa. So any women out there, that's another thing. That's why I'm not, because a guy that can dance says a lot. I mean, there are guys that can play hoop and everything. That's great, but that's you watching them. But when you're dancing with a woman, and right, especially partner dancing, not just grinding on each other, and that's easy. I'm talking like good old-fashioned Latin dancing, rumba, salsa, merengue, all of that stuff, cumbia, all of that stuff where it's about relational. It's about, touching hands, moving with your hands, and just, being in rhythm together. That right there, yeah, you can be with that tall guy, but if he's 6'4" and you're like 5'1" or 5'3", maybe even 5'6", he looks like he's walking his daughter all the time. It's not a beautiful sight, women. Really. I mean, so get over your height thing. But if that's your choice, fine. Wonderful. That's why you go out there. Majority of these women, even the nice women, are like, they're out with shorter men. Maybe because the shorter man is a better, because they know the disadvantage. So they treat her a little better. But then, unfortunately, some women out there, the minute they have some guy that's taller than that guy step in, they're probably gonna break with the shorter guy, and then gonna go with that freaking motherfucker, and then turns out like he ain't shit. Which a lot of them, like, I'm sorry, it's not about, I'm not saying that because you're taller that you ain't shit. I'm saying that, you know what, it really boils down to what you bring to the table as a man.
We got some sexy bartenders coming to the table here too.
Yeah, it's what you bring to the table.
You brought up some good points. Like one of my approaches is like, first of all, like, they're hot, so I'm similar to you. Like, I'm not gonna give her that time. Like, you almost ignore the biggest quality that why you would approach her. You ignore that,
right?
And that kind of even intrigues them. Like he didn't even, And also another thing is I make eye contact. I mean, I'll get my peak sit on the cleavage, but I'll be dialed in on their eyes. Like, wow, like this guy's actually not staring at my breasts. Meanwhile, I'm thinking all about those breasts and what I would do to them, but I'm able to maintain a focus outside of just.
Yeah, you're able to look without looking. Yeah, you're able to look without looking,
and you don't want to come across too hungry, too.
Not at all. I mean,
horny.
you got to be you just got to be a gentleman, and I think that's what my dad taught me really well. I gotta give it to my dad, and I gotta give it to my grandfather, and they were like some debonair guys. So I got that in my lineage. I have that in my lineage. So, again, maybe, some, I don't know. Because to me, I've seen a lot of really, like, I'm thinking like, man, the taller the guy is, some of them be looking like, what is that? What in the mutation? Very rare do you see a good looking, very tall man, maybe in countries like, I don't know, Norway or some shit like that, where they're just naturally tall. But majority of the guys that are, like Latino men, they're not very tall, but a lot of them are very handsome. Like Korean men or Asian men, a lot of them not very tall, but there's a lot of them that are handsome and they can dress and they got style. Italian men. Let's talk about that. Italian men are not. I'm not talking about northern. I'm talking about. It's Italy. Italians, Southern Italians. They got posh. You know what I mean? They got posh. Greek men are not very tall, but they got posh. So that's the one that I think most. And besides, if the woman is gonna get hung up because of the height, you know what? In my mind, I'm already like, you know what? You're a dumb shit, anyways. You're a dumb bitch. I don't want to mess. I don't want to be with you because sooner or later, more like sooner, you're gonna bore me with your dumbness, and I can't. I mean, I don't mind, like, she may not know, but when you're dumb, don't try to be smart. Don't. Just don't do it.
Why isn't it picking up? Yeah. No, you're right, man. It's
because I can't stand bimbos, dude. I'm sorry, man. I'll go down the level, man. I'll get someone that's like more nerdy. Maybe she's not, because the physicality that could always change. The only thing that I gotta worry about is any female is laziness and fortitude, man.
Yes, laziness. Yes,
laziness is the worst, man, and that goes for women and men. And I'm not talking about lazy like, oh, I go to work. No, that's you're going to work because you have to, or else your ass is gonna get fired. I'm talking about lazy, meaning that like you have no, like, you say for instance you and your man were to go somewhere and it's out of your whatever norm. You got to be able to figure out how to adjust, because like, here I am, I'm with my dude, and he came over here, and it's really, and I'm trying to do my stuff, and I'm his girl, and we have a family together. So what I have to do to make myself that much more better for myself and for my family and for my man, it's basically making the adjustments and figuring out the comfort in the uncomfortable. That's intelligence. And how many people can do that? A lot of people are able just to work within their comfort zone. That's easy, dude. Just like a guy. Okay, I work. You hear guys, oh, I work all the time. Yeah, you have a job. You get paid by a W-2. what, 80 hours a week. Oh, I'm tired, whatever. You're doing the same thing. I'm talking about someone who's like, that's why I respect men that either own their own business or work on commission, bro. I respect that, or on tips, because they are getting paid according to their worth,
Yeah,
their true worth. Yeah, like working commission. It's the best because it's scary because sometimes but if you can sell, and if you have that drive, and not and that's the kind of lifestyle I'm used to, man. I'm used to hustler's life. It's hard for me to do that 9 to 5 kind of stuff because I just get bored easily, man. I like to hustle. I like to make my money, and I like to hustle, wheel and deal. Nothing lazy.
That's why I
over
like
here.
bartending, man. It's because I feel like I pretty much like independent. I'm there for the company, but I get my tips and instant gratification. And I could chop it up and I can make a lot of money, or
Yep.
I can. But yeah, it's like it's instant, and every like I know what I'm making by the hour for real.
But you know what I respect about your line of work, bro?
I'm trying
You know when people say, "Oh, I'm an introvert and everything," that means you don't like people, and you don't like being friendly. And you know what? That is just. I understand you're a little reserved and everything, but to literally get away from people, that's a little retarded to me, man. It's like, no, we're here to make friends with people, especially strangers, not just people like your family or your cousin or your. No, we're here to really know each other, strangers. That's why. In your line of work, I respect that because you're constantly meeting new people every day. And then so every single day is kind of like every single time you're working, it's like a new beginning. You're building rapport, first impressions and everything. That's very impressive, man. That's very impressive.
Yeah, and I'm not even the biggest talker. I'm more of an introvert, but it works.
But
Scoop
it works.
says women wear a whole mask, damn clown outfit, then complain that you're not tall enough, don't make enough money. The list goes on. And for men, the list for women is short.
Very short.
Yeah.
Very short.
Facts.
Yeah. Facts.
Drop a bomb on that.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, it's kind of like
Harry's drinking again.
and I'll be the first one to say, I've been in that realm to where it's like, hey, I'm very traditional guy, but I think because there's not I think the whole traditional man has been stigmatized in a negative light. I truly believe that if you're a young woman, get yourself a dating experience with an older man. A lot older man.
Yes.
But at the same time, feel him out because there's a lot of pervs out there.
A lot of
Pervs, a lot of creeps and everything. And you just got to also be careful because there's a lot of old men out there. They're smelling a little funny. Especially when they drink alcohol, because all those years of alcohol and they're like, say, my age in their 50s.
This is what I was looking for. This is a perfect background. Yes. Welcome to the Hida Pub. This is our resident, our new hire. What should we call her?
I don't know. The name Phoebe is coming out for some reason.
This is Phoebe, the resident bartender for the Harris Drinking Again Pubcast.
Yeah. Hi, Phoebe.
Yes.
I mean, she's not my type. I think she's too much. But other than that, okay.
Yeah.
And I like simple. I like kind of basic. She's very traditional.
She's gonna be here with us for a while, I think. Yeah. She's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yes. Hida Pub. I liked it. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more bar backgrounds like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back into the P. Diddy thing and kind of tie into so you have a man who's been a millionaire for decades. They claim he's a billionaire. He's very powerful and almost protected in this elite world, and yet he can have any woman in the world, but his character is possessive, controlling, maniacal, manipulative, evil. What, you know, is did he already have those traits in him and then got the money, or is it like, or did the money just truly corrupt?
Again, this is when I delve into what the Bible says. This is what the Bible says. I don't know exactly the scripture, but this is what it says. If a man is that way, the man is going to be that way.
With or without the money, but the money amplifies it, though.
Exactly.
Either way.
Exactly. And I think like him, just like with a lot of other people that's been in power and can have anything in the world. That's why, in a way, it's kind of good to live a life where you can't have everything. Unless unless you're one of those people that are like, you're mega rich, which I intend to, I'm going to be.
Yo.
Mega wealthy, but very reserved. I'm going to keep it traditional and everything. And you know what? It's always going to look right. It's going to always look tight.
Hey, shout out here on Podbean. We got Branches of the Shrubs and Boogie Nights up in the building.
Boogie Nights.
And Dos
Boogie Nights.
And Chad North. Salute.
Salute.
You guys have anything to add to this conversation, or
Please
the Diddy nonsense or whatever, or how to approach women? How do you gentlemen out there approach women? When's the last time any of you guys have truly courted a woman or approached a woman, not on the dating site, not on the, like in real life, just actually went up and made a casual conversation? Is that even a thing? I mean, I've done it recently, and my girl's in the motherfucking house right now, and I still did it recently, so I don't give a damn. What's your excuse? I'm a cheater though. Whatever. I cheat. I don't give a fuck.
Gosh,
and they know that. So whatever. But anyway, I had an experience the other day with one, and I don't know if I should detail it, but
I don't know. It's a little bit too transparent for me, and the way situations are going. I mean, I'm not gonna dictate what you want to do, but
well, let me say this, because I'm a bartender. I entertained a customer the other night, and entertaining, I was charismatic and entertaining, but I got complimented on being a gentleman, making eye contact, dude. Second time in 3 weeks, a woman's actually noticed the eye contact,
right?
And she actually said, she's like, yeah, a lot of men I meet or I date, they're like, they don't give you direct eye contact, right? I thought that was kind of cool. Just like, okay. I mean, I don't know how any other way. I don't
either. Because to me, like, especially like we were just talking about, like, my disadvantages. I mean, the only thing I can really, my only appeal out there to the money, but is the confidence, man. Confidence, and the fact of that, not only are you confident, but you actually back what you say. I think that's the sexy part. You really back up what you say, and and if a guy cannot look at you straight in the eye, that means he doesn't know who he really is, and he has no confidence. And the female that went for that guy that can't look at women, if a guy cannot look at you straight in the eye, seriously, get rid of that dude, man. He's a weak man.
Something sinister. He has sinister intentions.
A sinister guy, okay, someone that do that will not be that kind of a man. A sinister guy is more of a confident man. Like if, say, for instance, he's super narcissistic, he knows all the buttons to push. Looking at you in the eye, oh baby, this and that, understand all that stuff. But a weak ass man wouldn't know how to do none of that shit because they're not plotters. You know what I'm saying? They're not plotting. They're just, okay, I'm gonna tell you all my problems. I'm gonna tell you about my ex and everything, and he's gonna be talking like a bitch. And unfortunately, some women who are not smart enough are gonna be going like, "Oh my gosh, he opens up to me and everything." And then after a while, I go, "I'm bored with him." Why? Because he's a bitch.
Oh, Okay, well, if apparently these chicks ain't coming on, but remember when we were talking?
I know, man. I wish you come on, Natalie. Come on, Jocelyn.
Remember we were talking, and it was funny because
you know what? I'm gonna DM her. I'm gonna say, man, I don't care how tired you are.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, come on. Hold on.
Yeah.
We were talking, and I kept saying, oh, I'm tired of settling. You know, men these days are just less than what I deserve. Less than I'm just tired of being with somebody who I'm treated less than I deserve. And I said, wait a minute. I said, what do you deserve? Like, what is it that you're searching for, and that all these men can't provide you? And compassion and just someone to be there. And I'm like, you don't even know what you want. That sounds stupid. But I said, yeah, I don't. And then Ray said something. Okay, what happens when you get that? Or have you had it before? Yeah. And then what happens? You get kind of bored, right? You get
bored. Yeah.
And then I said, see, I said, that's why nice guys finish last. I said, y'all bitches don't want a nice guy. You want an asshole like me, a motherfucker to slap you around. And she laughed. She's like, eh. And I said, yeah, see. And I said, you want a motherfucker to, talk shit and treat you bad. And she chuckled. And further there, proving that I'm kind of right. But every woman, they're ex. And it's like, what have you done? What role did you have in this? And if your exes are so bad, then when they get that guy that is a nice guy, or he's too soft, or he's too this, and they end up always going back to a motherfucker like me, or a dude like me who keeps pressure on a woman who I hag bitches. Like I'll keep my foot on their necks. Like, what's up? Like, cause I'm on them. And I think that they like that deep down, man. They like that shit.
I was just watching this little clip. And, really, truthfully, they said statistically, women like to feel like they're owned. But the only thing they don't like is they don't like to feel as if they're being controlled. But they like to be owned. So to translate that.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got to, you get, that's why the pimp works, is because, you control their mind. You got to let them feel like they can do what they want, but you own them. And that's kind of hard to say, but that's kind of why I fucks with P.
Diddy. So aside from that, man, I don't want to talk about Diddy anymore, man, because I think the guy's gay. I never did like his music. Yeah. He's not a fan. I don't give a flying fuck about Diddy. Fuck you, Diddy. I don't care. I don't listen to your music. Yeah. I don't care about your gay ass.
No, but
kiss my ass.
Well, we don't have to, I'm tying it into Diddy though. That's why because I kind of do fuck with him. I see the psychology there. Like,
oh, okay.
Like you can't to sit there and say, oh, he's this and this and that. My girl right now could fucking come out with a tell-all book about how I'm so cold and how I said this to her and I mentally abused her and this and that, and make it sound like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, sure.
But at the same time, she's still here dealing with this shit. You know what I mean? Cassie was around 9-10 years dealing with the shit. So,
why is that? And
like you said earlier, is it so much, are they forced into it, or is it I don't know, is it Stockholm syndrome or something?
Okay, so this is my thing on that one, okay? Because women loves the attention so much, and no matter what, you're married to Diddy, and maybe behind closed door he's the worst person to deal with, but in public you get to go to places, you get the attention from people. Oh, P Diddy, and then of course they're gonna check out P Diddy. Oh, who's he with? Oh, of course, this trophy of a female. Then you're gonna be seen. Then you're gonna be like, you're gonna get the attention and plus the money. Okay, whatever, baby. This okay. Here's a few $1,000s. There you go. Go shopping, whatever. And then you're okay again. That's the shallow part. Then you're okay again. And then something happens. You want to complain and this and that. It goes an ongoing thing. It becomes like a spiral. I mean, I'm pretty sure he said to her, "Look, baby, if you want to go, just go. There's the door. Don't let the doorknob hit you."
I've said that many times, and they still won't go.
And they still won't go.
They still won't go. All right, well, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna stay here and be a fucking asshole then.
Yeah, they won't still go. Why? Because there's something there that you're providing to them that they still need, and they'll stick around for that little comfort.
They need.
And let's get down to the nitty gritty. Maybe that guy who's an asshole's got, maybe he dicks her down real well. Probably he's the only guy that can do that to her because she's so comfortable with him in that area of their relationship. Maybe the guy that she's with, whenever she's low on money, kicks down. Then she's got to deal with his bullshit. Maybe the person that she's with providing for her and her kids because she knows that I know I came in with a baggage and everything, and he's this and that, whatever, Okay. So all those other things. So what does that prove to you? That proves to you that women need men. And unfortunately, there's some men out there with, I'm not going to say, and me and Scoop talked about this. I'm not going to, there's some men out there that are just plain just losers and assholes and just, they don't know what the fuck, I get it, after a while, you get tired of that too, like you're with the guy. Yeah, he pays the bills. He does this, whatever. He dicks you down, whatever, all of this other stuff. But the dude is say he's a freaking pig. He's a slob. He's dirty. He's filthy. He doesn't even shower and everything. A woman can only take so much possibly, because he's probably because some men are probably thinking, oh, you know what, I'm the one paying for that. I'll do whatever I want. I get it. Okay, get it. Okay. But at the same time, if you're a true king, you'll know how to treat your queen. That's all I got to say. If you're a true king, if you're a true emperor, if you're a true captain, you'll know how to treat your queen. The only reason why a man will probably treat a woman like that, whatever, is probably, I don't know, to me, is that he's really not really into her. Maybe he's just selling because she's there, she's sticking around because whatever. Whatever. There's a lot of reason.
Or you're just there for the kids.
Oh, you're there. Thank you. Or you're there for the kids. Exactly. You're there for the kids. That's why I stuck around with my marriage, because of the kids.
And you're such a, maybe you're such a good motherfucker that like you don't. It's not. You see what's coming.
I did not trust my ex-wife because she was like, I remember all three kids. She let them roll on the floor and everything, and she's just not good with her time. Yeah. She's not good with her money. She didn't want to go to church with me. She didn't want to read the Bible with me, and all that stuff. And yeah, you know what? You're not the one for me. I want a woman that would, and trust me, you get me feeling the way I'm supposed to feel. The world is yours, girl. Cause I know I can do that, so whatever, whoever it is out there. But at the same time, I'm going to take my sweet ass time, and to where at my point in my life to where I do and I don't, it doesn't really matter. But like fine wine, I'm just going to try to keep better in time.
That's all you can. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to give up. I mean, there's some guys out there, the minute they don't have a lady, they're like, their life is lost, man. Fuck that. The woman leaves, man. You know what? You find another you, a better you.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though, too, man. See, all my life, bro, I just want the pussy. Like, I really don't. I've never given a shit about like a woman's feelings and emotions to be like I'm here to make you to be like a complete thing. I mean, I'm always focused on myself. Now that I got my kid, he keeps me busy, but I just even when I'm the single guy, it's like it's not hard to get some pussy. That's all I need is some pussy. All my other time is dedicated to doing other shit. I don't want to be around a woman all the time if we're not fucking. That's just, I don't know. That's just the way I'm wired, though. I get annoyed.
Yeah, I mean, that's and at the same time, but what if you get into my age where I'm like, you know what?
Well, you guys need companion at that age.
Yeah, and it's companion or whatever, and at that age, and I think at my age right now, the good thing is that I can really give my complete, because before, when I was your age, man, the first thing, I can't think of nothing but freaking coochie. I just want to get in there and just hammer that shit. That was where my mind is and everything, and so make rash decisions and all that stuff. But now at my age, I'm like older and more debonair and more distinguished and more, been there, done that.
Well, let me clarify, like I'm not saying like right now, right? My perfect scenario would just be I have a couple women. Hey, when I feel like I want to go out and eat, just to text somebody, hey, you want to go get some food real quick? Like, we don't have to fuck every time.
No,
but I don't want that. Doesn't have to go on to this and this and this. Yeah. Like, I don't want to hang out with your ass like all day, not all the time.
Yeah.
There's sometimes where it's just like it would be cool to just like, damn, let's just go grab some coffee and then hell, I got just hang out while you go run errands, and then I'll see you in a couple days after that.
I think for me, because the intimacy is very that's a very what do you call it? It's a very what do you call it? Exclusive kind of stuff. I guess for me right now, like, maybe I'll have someone that's my kissing buddy. I don't know. Maybe my holding hands, maybe someone like, or something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Or something, like we not necessarily have to be, because I'm sorry, man. It's like, not every time when you have sex with women, pretty much the same, it's not so much. I think I'm at that point to where it's like, I've been there, done that. Now I wanna really explore my romantic side, and I believe that a lot of women don't get that because there's not a lot of men out there that, the way I hear some of the young men today, like they call each other bros, and then a woman will even have a guy, oh bitch, and that's how they talk to each other. I'm like, what, bitch? I mean, that's like degrading. That's like such a low vibration.
Yeah,
that's so low vibration. I mean, it's like, yeah, she may not be the most prettiest girl or whatever, but you know what? You still got to give her feminine respects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna get Joey on here, coming to the stage. He's been on here before a couple times. My boy, Joey Sims from the 206.
206.
Seattle native representing, ladies and gentlemen, Joey Sims. Yes. That's your audio up
you were
on?
too short, bro. This is the first time I've seen you full, man. When you first came, I'm like with my blurry eyes. You're like, man, is that too short?
Oh, the last time I think he was on was episode 21, 22, where I made a funny clip of it where it's like, you ain't Hawaiian. He's like,
yeah. But you know what? I take that back, Joey. Your smile is way better than Too Short, man. Your teeth is nice. Too Short's teeth. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
White, yeah.
Shining. What's up, my dog? How you been, man?
All right, good. I'm just chilling. How y'all doing?
We're doing all right, man. Just talking this shit a little bit of women stuff, little Diddy stuff, and just breaking it down on the 97th week in a row. Since I seen you last time, I ain't missed a beat, man. It just keep on going, this fucking show, man.
Do you remember what episode was at? 14 or some shit?
21.
21.
Was that?
I thank both of y'all, man, for doing this, man. You know me, Dakota. I've been around from the beginning. You know what I mean. So for seeing you this 97, man, it's a big thing, man. Wonderful journey, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Yeah, just grinding. I'm kind of like, where's it going next? What's up?
Up, my nigga. That's all.
Going up. Hell yeah. So how's things with you been though, man? Everything good over there? You're still handling your biz? Things good. The kids, everything.
Oh yeah, man. Kids good. Everything's good. Just keeping my head above water.
Yeah.
That's what it brought you.
Yeah. Nah, it definitely is, man. And you're one of the more stronger willed people I've met too, dude. Like, hey, this guy right here, man. Like, I've seen some of the trials and tribulations you've went through, and I gotta say, man, like you're like a damn a cockroach, for lack of a better words, man. You just raid won't kill you, motherfucking the fire. You still come creeping up the fire, goddamn, motherfucking won't.
Resilient.
Like, yeah, no, for real, man. And then like, because we used to talk, like, I first met him, like, basically. He just had his kid like a couple months, and then my son was born. And then so we've been knowing each other for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And
both our sons, we both had our sons, our first sons.
Yep. And I just the fight that you got in you, man. So salute to you too, bro. Like, it's always keeping your head up, and And this is an interesting topic because he got an interesting outlook on the women and all different things. I mean, we talked about marriage and or whatever and where we see ourselves. So maybe you can add into this conversation.
Hit me. What's up?
Well, we were talking like how to approach women. If you're going about the like old school courtship, and is there like these days, like, is that even a thing? Is everybody just meeting each other online? Is there any like just what happened to the like going to the bar and just talking to some bitches and
that's crazy. Look, I'm old school, man. I'm just I heard no my whole life, so I'm not shy to hear no from a woman or anybody else, But nowadays it seems like Snapchat is the way to get people's numbers. Like it's not even getting numbers, it's what's your snap. That's a crazy thing. It's not even you don't ask about the number no more. You ask about their Snapchat or their Instagram. That's what you ask.
Right, what's your IG?
No, that's true. Right, Brother Ray did that.
You don't ask for numbers no more.
You know what? Actually, I think what it is that like being married for over 20 some odd years, with one woman and everything like that. But before that, Brother Ray was anyway. So now that I'm in my middle ages and raised 3 kids and whatnot, so I'm out again in the market, and truthfully, I don't trust these apps, these dating apps, man. And then I seen some of them, most of them are bots if they're cute, or some of them once they take their picture, I'm going, oh my gosh, what? Is that even a human species? I mean, no offense, but yeah, I'm like going, no, I'm gonna go old fashioned way, reception, church, business meetings, weddings, bar mitzvah,
yeah,
debutantes, whatever it takes, house parties.
Look, I had a homegirl. She just hit me, talked to me the other day about she was on Tinder, and she asked me why. She showed me the message, and she was like, "Hey, why is the man aggressively asking about the sex? All like his first 3 messages is like, something about their bodies should explore each other or some shit like that. It was hella funny, but she was just like, man, why so aggressive and everything? And I was like, what are you looking for on Tinder? Like, are you looking for like no one's looking for a long time relationship on Tinder, bro. And niggas out here to fuck. So you gotta get the program. You know what I mean? Like, don't be mad because he's over here trying to let you know what it is. Like, you should have let him know you over here looking for a relationship. He's over here just looking for the booty call for right now. Then it might go into a relationship later.
I know that's what me and Harris were talking about. We're like, man, you know what? Because first of all, I don't like these. I don't know if these dating apps work or whatnot, but I want us to throw something where people can gather, maybe single people, and go back to possibly like the old-fashioned way of meeting people and everything, because that's really how you're gonna know people. I mean, because on social media, you can lie so much. You can have your photo be taken like, and then all these filters and everything. But if you leave them, if you meet them live, in person, I think that's the best way to really,
honestly, nowadays the apps is where it's at. You just gotta be honest with yourself and with the person, bro. Let it know what it is, man. It's not no shame to say I just want to fuck. Yeah, female or male. You know what I mean? Like either way, it's not no shame to say I just want some dick. I just want some pussy. You know what I mean? Just keep it real. App is easy, it's quick, and it's way better. You know what I mean? Well, honestly,
that's what I was telling Brother Ray. As far as like, when I go on the apps, and we got our little stories, whatever. Like, I'll literally put in my tagline or something like, just here for some pussy or whatever. Just want to fuck, like, and you get the ones who don't, they'll swipe, but you'll get a hit. Like you'll get a
yeah, exactly. And that's what you look, and that's what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Honestly, if you be honest, That's what the woman want. Honestly, as a man, that's what the woman really wants, bro. It just is you to just be honest, man. You know what I mean? If you got game, you got game. You don't run it, whatever. But honestly, if you have no game with game, though, just be honest and be like, hey, I'm trying to fuck. If the pussy's good, if they did, cause she can judge you. She's man, you might be cute, but you might have a small dick. You know what I mean? And then she might not fuck with you, bro. But that whole like in person shit, get to know each other, go on a date, me spending money, then try. You know, man, fuck all that.
I know, but you know what? I'm old, so I can do that. You guys are a couple of young guys. I get it.
Yeah. We're still there.
For me, I'm kind of like old fashioned.
Well,
and I'm willing to wait because I'm at that point in my life to where I've done.
Old fashioned ain't bad too, though, because I'm old fashioned, but you still gotta be real. Being old fashioned, you know what I mean? You just gotta.
Well, honestly, I think too. Excuse me, Brother Ray. He wants. Generally wants a younger woman.
I don't know if I even want that. I don't want nothing. Nobody. I'm like, I'm just out there just to be out there. But I'm not looking for.
Let's say younger. You want a 36-year-old, 20 years younger though. From her perspective, like you can meet her in regular. Yeah, when you go to get the number or the details, you're gonna.
Maybe I kind of want to work. Maybe I kind of want to work for it. You know what I mean? I kind of like that. Maybe that's something that I'm familiar with because I've been so out of the game to where it's like, hey, you know what? Rejection to me don't mean nothing. The only thing is that I probably got to get used to being ghost because I know that's gonna happen. But at the same time, I have to understand, hey, ghost.
Well, let me ask you this: are you against making a Tinder or some profile?
No, I'm not. I'm not against it. Okay. I'm just personally for me. I guess I'm just not into it. Yeah, that's all. I'm not against it. I don't have nothing against it.
Like for me, like when I. My times when I make a like if I just need some pussy, bro, like I swear I could sign up for any of these shits, free trial within a week. You can get something. Like I'll get some pussy quick off a little app, man. It might not be what you want, but like if I just want to smash, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna download these few little apps and I'm gonna put in some thumb work and yeah, man. A couple days later, I remember one time the same night that downloaded that shit. And there was some chick out there and kind of by the airport there in Salt Lake, and I smashed her in she was staying in an RV park, and I went to her a camper trailer.
She have all
the in the trailer, man. That shit was kind of cool, but just like it was quick, like just like can you be here by 10:45? Like, yep.
Wow.
But look, that's how it worked. Y'all both was honest with each other, and it worked.
Yeah, hey man, if that is where they want to be, I got nothing against that. Yeah, I got nothing against that. Just being honest with each other, and that's what they want to. Hey, they're both adults, consenting adults. Do your thing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong against it, and I got nothing against that.
Yeah. So what's your current situation, Joey? If you want to put it out there, I know you always stay with a beezy or two. Are you one woman then, or are you playing the field, doing your thing right now?
So I was in that couple thing. I'm single now. I ended that whole triple thing. Well, I didn't end it, but yeah, it ended.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I heard last time. Yeah, you had a little thing going on. I don't know. Sometimes, see, that's even too much for me. I'm like, damn, this guy be putting yourself in these situations, like even where I'm like, damn, I don't know if I can.
That's what
sound good.
Look, hey, I got that addictive behavior type shit. Cause look, I love that shit. I love putting myself in that situation, those situations and shit. It's fun. It's fun.
Like you kind of like the drama and like the bullshit that comes with it. Do you kind of like it in a deep down sort of way, like that she gonna bring some bullshit, but you kind of like like it's enticing or.
See the the adrenaline, the rush is trying to stop that and not go through that. So, man, I'm gonna sound like a dick looking motherfucker. Hey, but look, honestly, I just like the rush of like not trying to get myself in that situation and not those dramas. You know what I mean? I don't want no drama. So I try to make it. I'm calling it spade a spade. I'm trying to make a game out of it, not trying to get myself in trouble.
That's I like the way you put that. I like to make a game out of it, not make it into like an issue or whatever.
No, it's to me. You know what I mean? Like honestly, it's a like I said, it's a game, and you know it is what it is. It's fun. I get my just kind of like a halfback, in the pocket. Instead of stepping, trying to get, trying to see what pocket I go through and shit, and to the touchdown and shit. That's how it is with me, and then it's fun. You know what I mean? And then when I get in the drama, I get in trouble, whatever. I take my consequences and I just run with it. You know what I mean?
Dre, he calls us hyenas, and without saying too much, I had me a hyena moment the other day, where I just had to. You can't. A dog only gonna be on the leash for so long.
Yeah,
and sometimes, man, you break that leash and you got to jump across the fence, man.
And, I want to clear something up though. Like when I say like the game and everything, look, both these women is cooperating with me. They're in the relationship with me. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not playing like they.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Well, you know what I mean? So just like I'm not playing both of these motherfuckers, I'm just
no,
it's my way or the highway, really, that's what it is. That's how I run.
Your way or and see what's wrong with that? Like you tell them straight up, this is what it is. Like, cause one thing I know about you, and I think that's why we get along, bro, is like we're fucking just honest, bro, brutally honest, like to the point where I tell my girl some shit now too, and it's like, why did I even say that? But it's like I feel better saying that. Or the other day I was just honest with this with the cat that came across the yard, and then when I chased it down, I was still honest. I was like, yo, I'm not a dog that just roams the neighborhood. I actually have a home that I have to go back to, and so. Mm-hmm. And she was like, cool, whatever. And yeah. So as long as you're up in the up, man, it's
I think each and every one of us play like what you play this game, and it depends what kind of game you like to play. If that's the game you like to play and you're good at it, hey, more power to you. There's nothing, and I gotta play my game where I'm at right now. You gotta play your game the way where you are right now, and just get
in where you fit in.
That's it. That's what it is. I mean, that's what I know. It sounds a little chauvinistic, but that's what us men are. That's what we do. We create our own story. However that may play out. That's how you play the cards. You know what I mean? So,
I'm not here to run your life, man. I'm not here to live your life. I'm here to live my life. So
exactly. I mean, the thing is we're all going to have to face each other's consequences, whether that's good or bad or whatever. You know what I mean? It's the life we live, and that's the choices you make. And hey, that's just what it is, So,
it's about being happy, bro. It's about being happy with your choices and being happy about who you are, man. Just look yourself in the mirror and accept yourself, bro. And then if you're not happy with yourself, nigga, then do something about it.
Yeah, right. Really.
You know what I mean? Like, well, honestly, like. Life would be good. Honestly, being single, relationship, being in throuple, shit. I'm living life. You know what I mean? I'm 35. I was. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah. And our libido ain't gonna stay strong forever.
I'm talking to both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That situation, you know what I mean? We just came to understanding that situation didn't work. But come on, man. I'm just saying. I'm living life. I'm being happy just because I was who I am. You know what I mean?
Right. That's basically what it is. It's just if you're happy and you're handling business, you live the way you live. Just the way it is. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the motto I've always lived by, man. I go to the beat of my own drum, and I am lucky to have like a woman that's been taking the ride with me and stuff. But in an even more fucked up fashion, I always felt like I already know I'm gonna have a woman that's gonna take the ride. You know, like I never
Hey,
really,
oh my mama.
yeah. But I always, if it wasn't her, it was gonna be another one. That's just how I feel. Like I feel like I'm a type of motherfucker that's always going. If I don't always get the cake and the ice cream,
Some way, somehow you're gonna get it.
I'm gonna get so, or I might get the cake and then I'm still gonna get the ice cream like
Right.
later.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way too. It's just my choice right now, my prerogative to like, hey, I'm not trying to, like Scoob's always say, do this. I said I can, but I'm still enjoying this time of being newly, but yeah, I'm enjoying this time. I don't need to be in a rush. I don't want to rush. I don't want to force nothing.
Yeah.
It's just gonna come to me, and I'm just gonna like what you said, just live my life and be happy.
Yes. Hey. Let me interrupt this for a minute. We got another person coming to the stage. Unfortunately, it turned out to be we're grilling sausages at the pub tonight.
Man, I know, man.
We couldn't get any of the women on, but we got another person coming to the stage. We're gonna have 4 male perspectives here, but
be sure nice if we have a female's perspective.
this is this gentleman's first time on the pubcast. He's gonna let you know a little bit who he is and what he represents. I will say he's a local entrepreneur, and he has a limo here in the Reno area. So if you ever need a limo for some fly shit, and we're trying to do a podcast out of his limo, but coming to the stage, Reno Limousine's own Curtis on the Heresy Drink It Again podcast. Yes.
What is up?
What is up, my man?
Not much.
Welcome.
So my name is Curtis, and I live in Reno, and I bartend full time. Just what I've been focusing on this winter, but I'm down to get into the conversation that you guys are on. So,
all right,
let's do it, because I know we've had some talks ourselves, and I know somewhat of your mindset, but yeah, where would you like to? Did you hear any of this prior? How to approach women, but then we were kind of just talking. But let me ask you, like, for you, as a young man and entrepreneur, and you have dreams. We talked about finance, like, to my knowledge, you're pretty what's the word?
Knowledgeable, adept.
The damn Jews, feeble fees. What's the word with your money?
Frugal. No,
frugal. You're frugal. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you're pretty frugal, and but we talked about that, and so yeah, let's tie all this in. Like, how does that, and you're trying to be out here and date and still get some punani on the side. Like, what are you running into? Are you, still walking up old school, approaching these women? You meet them at the bar?
I mean, I recently have a girlfriend, but I think that right now, online, like doing stuff on social media, like having your Instagram page like looking really good, and then using that on Hinge is like kind of where it's at. Unless you want to go out 3 nights a week, because that's what I used to do.
Right.
I would go out 3 nights a week at least, just every single week, and just be out there
mingling.
Talking. Yeah.
Is that how you met your girl, though?
What's up?
Is that how you met your girl?
Hinge, actually, and then we ended up working together. So yeah.
On Hinge, is Hinge another app?
Yeah.
Never heard of that. Okay, it's like a dating app, like a Tinder type shit, or
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But I mean, coming into with money, like when I was younger and I was going out, I lived in Vegas, and we'd be out 5 nights a week in the nightclubs, going out with a group of guys, picking up girls, and I would never buy anybody a drink, and I wouldn't spend any money because I would get into the clubs for free. So I mean, there's ways of going about saving money and living a cool, lifestyle.
Yeah, and it gets expensive. I remember, of course, doing that as well. And of course, since I became a dad, it's like you don't go out as much, obviously. And then of course but when I go to the apps, me and Joey were talking, like I go there and I'll put in the tagline like only here for sex or whatever. I'm very direct because it's like there is a couple of times where I'll play the game just to even make the initial. If it's like a bad one or something, I'm like, all right, let me just play this little mischievous game to at least get the first date, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, it is a bitch and it gets expensive after a minute.
Yeah, it is annoying. Yeah,
going out all the time. I know Joey as well. Like he's in the been in the hospitality industry as well. So like we would meet. Man, you remember like Denny's? Like I pulling like mad bitches just off the job. Like that's one of the cool things about being
in the hospitality business.
Yeah, you just like you fuck your coworkers. You're fucking different people that
you're in the people business, man. That's the best one. That's the best.
Yeah,
it's better than having like a what do you call it, office wife or some shit.
Oh yeah,
you see him the same one every time. Oh my gosh. You see the same people in your office. That's gonna drive me crazy.
Like work husband or something.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, and some fuck that.
So your girlfriend now this is a recent thing though?
Yeah, recent. Yeah.
Okay, but
Very
what's
recent.
like? Is it still? Are you guys exclusive? And well, first of all, let me ask you this: Are you a good guy, man? Are you a cheater? Are you monogamous? Are you if another chick offers you some easy pussy, are you taking it or not?
I don't know. We haven't had that deep of conversations with each other about the relationship. So,
but you as a man, like internally, like.
But I'm talking about what what I used to do.
Do you have it in you though to like? If you feel for this one woman that you would keep your dick on the shelf, or because I'm the guy, I still give in to the lust temptation, man. If it's right there, and especially if I don't have to work for it, like that's what I tell my girl now.
Well,
it's
I think that the vast majority of guys that get into relationships, they don't cheat because they don't have the ability to, they don't have the option to, or they don't have the ability to do that and keep the girl.
Oh.
And that's what we're talking about. It's like, you listen, you hear these women, they give you this ideal kind of man, but then after a while they end up with a nice guy and they get bored.
Well, yeah.
They get bored. And that's why Harris is saying that in the long run, they're going to end up want to go out with a guy like me, just freaking rude ass.
Or a guy, like Joey's a great guy. Like we're both nice guys, but we're not nice guys. Like,
but you're not like a monogamous.
That's why, I would say we have this success or just like, I'm not limited. Bitch, if you want to go. Like, that's just, I'll get someone else or I won't. But I never been like shy to just truly, like speak my mind or how I feel. Or I tell them, like, look, I'm not actively going to cheat on your ass. Like, I'm not just here texting bitches in the house being disrespectful. But baby, like literally, and this kind of like if pussy's literally thrown at me, like, I mean, come on, like I'm not gonna necessarily turn it down either.
Yeah.
So they know that though. They at least have like a, if I come home with some glitter or smell a little funny, I mean, hey, it's like you knew it was a possibility at least.
Is it something about men, like, kind of like I'm thinking, I want to have women like my collection of watches.
Yeah.
I want this watch for my Sunday watch when I go to church. I want this one when I go to a special party. I want this one and wear this kind of watch when I'm going to this particular kind of club. I want to go to this club, this kind of watch. I don't mind having that. Like really at my age right now, like having a different selection, that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I think that's a normal thing for a man.
I think so. Yeah.
I just think a lot of men don't. They're like Curtis was alluding to. They don't have the confidence or you don't even have to have the options immediately. But and that's why I kind of, when these stories come out about these celebrities doing this and that, I want to jump on the bandwagon and say, yeah, it's fucked up, but I gotta be real. With the way I think about sex and lust right now as a fucking nobody, give me a little bit of fucking clout. and give me the access to the women and the scenarios that I really want to be in, I'm gonna be a dirty motherfucker. I'm gonna be a dirty motherfucker. I'm just, letting you know. They're all gonna be legal. None of that weird shit. But like the stories that women could say about me would probably be like, I'm not gonna, just
Well, because you know
never
what?
know.
Because you fit the statistic. I mean, if you ask every female out there, you're over 6 foot. You're one of them light skinned, pretty ass brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just, and you have a charisma and shit like that. You're part of that easy statistic. Let's talk about guys who's not part of that. How are they going to be approaching a woman that doesn't have that? You use me as an example. I'm not very tall. Most women don't want tall men. I told you, what my comeback is. It's like, it's like,
Whoa. Hey, bro, hold on. Man, you're so short, homie.
I'm not.
Nigga, I'm 5'6", bro. I'm 5'6", man. I'm short, bro. My girl's 6'2".
See, I got no problem with that either. I got no
So,
problem.
look, hey, but you gotta put your stuff out there, bro. You over here doubting yourself. You can't doubt yourself, man.
No, let me. No, what I'm saying is that's what they're saying. I don't have that. I don't have that insecurity. I don't give a fuck if the woman's taller than me. I got nothing against me being short. I've been this way all my life. I love me. There's nothing wrong with the way my height is. I mean, but if you're gonna be that guy who's gonna listen, oh my gosh, they're like tall. I'm not tall. Oh, therefore I have no chance. To me, it's kind of like, hey, that's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not tall. Okay, so what? But I got other things. Who knows? You don't know. I probably got I just probably have other assets that's a good thing. I'll just play the mystery game. I mean, with you, okay, I get it. Because you already got the stuff. Aesthetically, they'll see you and they got that majority.
Well, yeah. Now I get. I mean, yeah, because we talk about this a lot. Like, but see, for me, like I know there's still some work to do. Like, they can look at me, whatever, and they might get a little wet already. Like, and I get them stupid shit. Fuck Drake, but you look like Drake. You look like whatever light skinned motherfucker. He look like J. Cole. It's like,
no, I wouldn't like to look like Drake.
And I always tell the bitches like, well, if I look like him, you must already kind of want to fuck me, right? Like, so like I already kind of, and then you just got to ease them up with get them to laugh and just be charismatic and shit.
Right.
But Curtis, you're not a tall. You're what, 5'9"?
Like 5'8", maybe 5'9". I haven't measured myself since high school.
Yeah,
I think I'm 5'8" though.
Okay, but see, I don't consider myself tall. Like even when I'm around you guys, right? It's not like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so tall, and I'm like,
but see,
I just feel like a normal motherfucker
because we're guys.
Right.
We don't look at each other like that.
Right.
But who looks at us, women? And then not only that, the problem is we fucking listen to them, and they got some weak ass motherfuckers, men that fucking listen to that shit. I had a woman like that, one of school's ex-girlfriend. Oh yeah, because you're short, and I'm going, when the same man, fuck you, bitch.
She said that? Damn.
Yeah, like fuck you. Look at your freaking hook nose, bitch. Freaking looking like a wisdom tooth. You ain't, man. Oh, cause you're if you only this and that, but you dress nice and everything. I'm like, you know what? I'm like,
but you can't help your size.
I can. This is how I was born. I mean, I'm sorry. I've even heard some guys that get their freaking. No, fuck that, man. I'm just gonna. What I like about my size is I can work my shit, and it's not hard to do. Yeah. Maybe the advantage, like people think that you look like Drake. Yeah, they look at me. They think that I have a resemblance a lot of Bruce Lee, especially when I was young.
Jackie Chan, motherfucker. I loved you in Rush Hour.
No, I don't look like no fucking Jackie Chan. Fuck that. That ugly motherfucker. Jet Li too. All of them. I look like Bruce. I stick with that. Fuck them Donnie Yen. Fuck that.
But Curtis, like, what's your what's been your, what would you say was your how do you get, what's your thing for the women? Like, how, is it your blonde hair? Is it your eyes? Like what's been your kind of thing to, you would say women attract you by? Well, first of all, this motherfucker, looking at him, you probably couldn't tell. You see, you could rough him up a little bit. This motherfucker does like some jiu-jitsu,
some MMA,
fucking black belt,
MMA
crazy
stuff.
Shit,
Yeah.
So he's got a good posture.
Hey man, you know what? A lot of shorter guys, you got to do that because you know what? Because because a lot of times because you're smaller, they think that they can fuck with you.
Yeah.
Please try.
Yeah.
Does that help with that? Helps so in general though, your confidence, your discipline. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been like a long. Like I started dating girls when I was in elementary school. But
yes.
I mean, and then when I got into like middle school, high school, I was still part of like the cool group, but I wasn't like the leader of the group or anything like that. So I wouldn't get like the super hot girls, but I still had like a pretty good social life. So I think just having like that social ability to be social and stuff like that. I don't know. I've added a lot of things to it in the past few years, like jujitsu, lifting.
Right.
Doing stuff on like Instagram, doing stuff with video, like I don't know.
Yeah, but being
different, being in that top like
right,
like top 1% of like I don't know profiles or just be different, like better, unique,
not being a weak man though, like working on yourself.
Like you're focused on your own life. You don't need a girl. Like you're focused on like doing your thing, and then
And if the girls come, hey, they come, right?
You got to be willing to like leave them, lose them, don't care, and you're just like on your path doing your thing, and then they start being attracted to you. You can't like chase a girl and expect her to work out,
Yeah.
What do you think, Joey? I mean, it sounds kind of spot on. It sounds like we're all in the same.
No, I think so because I don't know. Looking at this panel right here, I don't think none of us were the kind of guys that would chase women because I know I didn't.
Yeah,
I never chased women.
Sometimes it chase fun, man.
Sometimes I mean,
sometimes it chases fun, man. Like I don't know, man. Like just.
Well, okay, let's talk about like straight pussy whoop. Like I've been literally whooped from the pussy, like that shit had a magic potion in it, type shit.
From a woman, one woman
in particular, man. I've had some good vaginas, but there's literally one vagina that I cannot get out of my fucking brain, no matter what. Dude, Mexican is a motherfucker, man.
I know you talk.
You know the bitch, bro. I still. It's bad, bro. Like this bitch put a voodoo spell on me, dog.
Every man has that shit, bro. Honestly, bro. If you're true to yourself, there's one female that has had you like that, bro.
No, you're right about that because I tell you what, man. There is one coochie that I still today, other than my ex-wife, was this white woman from Berkeley, and it's for the there's very few times, especially if where you actually remember, but I don't remember really a lot of them. But this one right here, I remember this. Just like what you're saying about this one girl.
Man, I still have her scent.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm just chilling and I'll just get her taste will roll over my tongue and I'll just be like out of the blue, I'll be like, God damn. And I'll have to go relieve myself in the bathroom or some shit. I'll be like,
her scent still on top of my upper lip.
Dog. This shit something else, man. And I'm always like, so but I mean, would I jump off a building for it? Nah. But it had me like, doing shit outside the ordinary. I was speeding. I was speeding one day to get there. It was snowing outside, icy road and shit. And I hit some black ice, and the motherfucking car spun around like did a 720 in the damn freeway. And I just trying to get there, man.
Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit more in detail. Now, because you talked about that experience that you had, and I've talked about the experience. What is it about in that experience? Is it because you can say, oh, because their coochie's so good? I mean, yeah, okay, but there has to be other elements during that intimacy that there's something about either it's the way her tits move when you freaking thrust. It's the way her face is when.
That's all still sex kind of.
No. I'm saying those are the ones that we're gonna, that you remember her because sex is sex, but at the same time, there's something about that,
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot like her everything.
I think what you're trying to say is honestly, it's trial and error, bro. Like it's you fuck with a female, and you got older and realized like, damn, that was a winner right there. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So like,
yes.
If you could go back and when you're using that moment and have that person,
bro,
you do, with that one person, like that's your person. That's the settle down bitch right there. You know what I mean? That's
like,
what it really is. You settle down.
Like knowing what I know now.
Yeah.
Shit. Like and we go through the bullshit about with our ladies and stuff. Like why am I really not just happy and why? That's the one that knowing what I know now. Oh, that was the happy one. Like that was my.
Happy at that moment. I didn't know I was happy at that moment.
That was my sign. I miss you, bitch.
Yeah.
God damn. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the first. I mean, you smoke weed right now, but I remember the first time you start smoking, you're like, "Oh my god, that's the best." That's the same thing. And I just want to be stoned all the time. It's like oh my god, that's the best thing. Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about like monogamy? Those types of relationships. You see, I mean, that's like basically.
Well, I'll go first real quick.
What has been like the culture, like for like generations, from like the 50s on.
I mean,
and then I think now it's kind of breaking up.
I mean, generally, like I just said, like I'm like I try to be good, bro, but I honestly don't think a man. I think like 98% of men either cheat or they will cheat. Like Chris Rock, I think he had that great joke where he's like, men are only as faithful as their options type shit. Like if you can master your mind and keep your dick on the shelf for one woman, but I honestly don't, because even the chick that I'm hooked on from all these years, I got to put it in real perspective. As much as good as that was, come on, all these years later, she had a sister that was equally as hot. Like I wanted to fuck her sister. So it's like, I mean, like I'll see the next Mexican bitch and be like, I don't
too, nigga.
like I don't get it, And you want a woman to be faithful to you, and maybe there's a certain time limit on things, but I honestly wouldn't expect my girl now or any like you want me for the rest of your life. Like seriously, you want this. You want my body, my balls for like you. Come on. Let's just be real. Like I don't think that they want me humping them for the next 60 years either. That just doesn't. I think it's realistic.
Just the mere fact of like like them having someone there that's security, which I guess now is starting to disappear because why? Well, percentage wise, I think 70 or 80% of divorces is basically because the woman want to get divorced, not because of the men. So so that what does that tell you? That tells you that.
Why though? Because they're always thinking about sex all the time. Women ain't thinking about sex all the time. You know what I mean? They ain't thinking about the sex. We thinking about the sex though. Just how you say you want this body on top of you. Those women ain't thinking about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they can. That's why I believe it's more natural for the woman to be faithful or monogamous anyway, because it's even in her DNA. Like she's not meant to just be with a lot of partners. And they can kind of. Like I've had the women will be like dead ass. They'll be like, yeah, I do. Like I've asked them like, you really could be with your husband the rest, and she's like, yeah. I'm just like, and I really believe the bitch half-ass. I'm like, damn, like, yeah, she's.
I tell you what, man.
Man can't hold that. Well, we can if we really want to. We can, but we ain't trying to.
Ain't trying to hold out. No,
women got too much other shit to worry about I'm like, I don't know. The women I fuck with, they just got too much shit, man. They trying to get to the bag, all types of shit, man. Dick is like the last shit they really trying to worry about. But dick or pussy is the first thing we worrying about.
Yeah, but to them, that's no. Yeah, you're right. It's a completely opposite needs. We're just thinking about getting to the coochie. They're like, and a lot of them they use it as their bait. You know, like okay, you want this, but first you gotta this and this and this and that. And if the guy's a sucker or a sim, he's like, okay, you know. Or the guy could just, well, I guess not. I'll go over here, whatever, you know.
Yeah. What about for you, Curtis? Throw that back on you. I mean, are you?
No,
You know,
I think it's I mean, I think it's pretty stupid unless you're like a middle class, like average person, you know, where you're gonna like combine yourself like financially and have like the same like social group and family and like everything's like perfect. But I think like as like a guy with more options, I think it's like pretty stupid, you know, and just the dating culture in general, like girls sleep with a lot of guys. Like it's just like I don't trust any girl to only be with me, you know. So it's like why would I just I don't know.
That's awesome.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole debate.
What,
But I-
Curtis, I got a question for you. What's your take on women and body count?
ooh.
like what the body count is.
Yeah, let's throw this.
You know,
around
like,
the room.
like if a woman has like say I don't know 16 plus body count,
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. That's a good.
how will you take that? Is
I
that
mean,
something?
honestly, I don't think that's very much.
Oh
I
wow.
don't think that's that much for like. I think most like really attractive girls have been with a lot more than that.
And you don't mind being with women with a lot of with that much body count?
I don't know. I mean,
And, well, you know, like whatever number the women give, you got to multiply that by 2 or 3. They say. So if they say 4, it's 12, and then 12. Yeah, you've been with 3 dozen men, bitch. You lying?
yeah,
And then you got to think about like not
I'd
just
be
the
more down to
inspiration.
be with somebody who's like been in a lot of relationships than who was single for like 5 years or something like that. You know,
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Because then I mean it's less, but
Well,
at least they go into like relationships and they're like loyal
Yeah.
you know, for like
Hey,
a year, 2
bro,
years, or however long.
but why does the body count matter?
It matters
Well,
to me.
So
But why?
I mean, there's a lot of like evolutionary psychology and like female psychology stuff like that. There's been studies that uh, their body releases certain chemicals to like bond and mate with somebody, and it can only do it like a handful of times. Like you talk like 3, 4, 5 times in a lifetime, and if they like keep going past that, then they stop getting those chemicals and they stop building that bond with you. So they'll just like leave you or like find something wrong with the relationship. They just bounce, you know.
Because
I think that's where the issue is like if a girl has been like that for a long time, you could be like have a relationship and something will come up, she'll just leave, you know. It's like
you know what?
I think that's one of the reasons that we're unattracted to girls with like a high body count, besides the fact that they could have you know, be impregnated by another man and then, you know, you don't reproduce.
I'm also going to tell you about, because I'm a little older than all of you guys, the effects of that woman with a lot of body count. And let's say, for instance, you were with that woman with a lot of body count. And let's say, for instance, it does work out to where you guys are together over 20 years. Okay. Where now you guys are a little older and everything. From my personal experience, what you said right there, Curtis, it's kind of the same when they get older, it get even worse. And plus not only that too, the more body count they have, it takes away their femininity. And that's the sexiness about a woman, it's their femininity, because they become more like almost like men. And I'm sorry, man, I can't stand that. Like I said, I'm very traditional, man. Old-fashioned, traditional, and I don't care what guys are gonna say. If I gotta wait, and if I end up not being with anybody, so be it. Yeah. But that's just who I am. I'm gonna stick to my guns.
What about for you, Joey? Does like you don't care necessarily about the body count, or and I want to throw this curveball in there too, though. See, for me, real quick, I'm only looking. I mean, the body count, you can't help the past, but if it would depend if I'm like trying to wife her and maybe have a baby with her.
Yeah.
Like, say she had a body count of 18, but then she got 2 of those 18. The dudes filmed her and she got videos on X videos or some shit somewhere, like, or she, she tried to be a like that. The body
that has nothing to do with body count, though. that has nothing to do with the body count, though.
Okay, so just explain.
Like, to be honest, like I'm trying to be real with y'all. The body count has nothing. If you're gonna worry about her past, and if you're gonna worry about body count, you're crazy, nigga. You should be worrying about way other things in her past than her body count. What about your body count, motherfucker?
Well,
because look, if you're talking about the whole, it strips you as a man, as a female, it can happen as a man too. Then
we're giving away.
The reason why I don't care, so you're saying because my body count is high, I don't care about females. It sounds true. Then it might sound. It sounds true. It can't be true, but does that matter though? Then. But for that, like, look, because then you're telling these females not to fuck with a man with a high body count.
No. See, the thing is, you just got to understand the wiring. Okay, now
because you have to look at it as a female. Look how they're gonna look. If a man's not gonna fuck with me because I have a high body count, why can I not fuck with a man with a high body count?
Because it's a different kind of mentality that a woman will have in the long run.
But that's all that matters though. It is about the mind. Do you care about the body count or you do not care about? Do you care about the red flags you see in front of you? Because this person could have matured.
What Harris did say, if say for instance you're trying to wife her, of course to me that's gonna matter. But if you're just a girl that we're dating and this and that, and you have a high body count, and all I really care for is just to get the skins, then I won't care.
Oh yeah, I would love to be number 400. I don't care.
I don't care. I wouldn't care. It was just some female. But if we're just dating and everything, but if you're all of a sudden, I want to have a future with you and I want to wife you up. Yeah. All of that.
I just worry about like, where do you guys ask that question? Like, I never asked that question. I never cared about I never cared about the body count. So I'm just like, wonder what you guys ask. What's your body count, girl, so I can marry you?
That's the reason why
we're getting this shit out of the way.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
You gotta be like a detective, you gotta like talk to their friends and like.
That's too much, bro. You
gotta get through there.
No, what's interesting is that this came up the other day with the cat that ran across the yard there. It was disposed on me. Like sometimes I just be talking. I don't know what it is, and like they almost like I haven't been with them. And it's like and she actually told me what she hadn't done sexually, and I kind of add on to that. Okay, well if you haven't done that, well he probably did. Okay. So I'm trying to piece it together, but sometimes they just kind of let you know, like, okay, you've been with a handful of motherfuckers or things like that. But if that's the only time like I would care is as far as like, well, sometimes the woman's just so sexual, and if I'm into her, I just want to know like, is there anything from the past? Like, I don't even really need to know the number, but like, saying there ain't like number 6 that you hit is still you got a stalker, or do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have? Oh yeah. Do you have some?
Any of those like crazy motherfuckers that's like?
Just like any of your body counts is gonna fucking interfere with what I got going on. That's when I would have an issue. It's like,
oh, you'd be like, hey,
you said you only slept with 3 motherfuckers, and then you showed me him or whatever, and then. But then this other motherfucker comes into the picture or some shit like, oh well, I didn't see. That's where the times 3 comes in, bitch. You slept with 9 motherfuckers, and you told me 3, but it was really 4 and 5.
It's really 9. Yeah.
But
yeah, no. The reason why this kind of topic came up is because it's a podcast. It's yeah, you know what I mean. There's someone out there wants to know. Oh yeah, I want to know from these guys. Yeah, so that's why that kind of topic. Yeah, that's the first time. I think that's the first time we ever touched that, huh?
Yeah, because
I All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Like, what number would you be good with?
So are we talking wifey and having a baby with her, or is this?
Yeah, yeah. Like you're getting into a relationship and you think that it might go in that direction.
I mean, okay,
She's not like that. The hoe phase was like a long time ago, right? So she's changed. She's like settled down, and she's just like you're like, wow, I think this.
Christian, good Christian woman.
What's like the number that would be like, oh shit, like maybe I shouldn't do this.
Damn, I'm gonna sound like a prude because you said 16 ain't a lot. I'm like, damn.
I don't think it's a lot.
But at the same time, we talked about this, but a good like I don't want to be. I do like some seasoned coochie. You know, I've had chicks that didn't give head before, only a couple, and it's horrible. So I don't want someone who's undertrained, but I don't want someone who's too much of a hoe that she feels the need. Like
How many body counts, motherfucker?
A good 5 to 10. You know, a good handful of dicks, baby girl. You've been living your life. If you had 10 dicks, okay, we can work with that. You know,
yeah.
We can work with that.
Okay.
You know, you start getting into anything over a dozen. You like because you look at a carton of eggs. If there's a dick in each spot where it's like 12 dicks is a lot.
That's a lot of dicks.
That's a lot of fucking. You got a carton of dicks.
That's a fucking lot of dicks. 12 dicks.
But let's take away half.
A dozen. At
the age y'all niggas at, 12 dicks is a lot.
Yeah, well, that because I done my time.
Well, maybe I don't know. Yeah. Well,
y'all niggas is crazy, bro.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking for a wife though. I only want a wife with like low to mid mileage.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're talking about
you 30, like 33 years old, nigga. You talking about 12 dicks is a lot for your girl to season herself with.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Why does that matter, honestly? If she's cool and right for you at that moment in your life and with your shit, nigga, what the fuck was her? How many dicks she had in the past?
I'm German.
Why does that matter to y'all niggas, bro? It matters about the bitch now. Fuck with you in the future. That's what it matters, bro. Not the dicks she had in the past.
I feel that too. I feel where it comes from.
I'm sorry to preach like this, but y'all, that shit is crazy for y'all to really dictate how many dicks a bitch can have in her lifetime. To then consider marrying your ass. You know, understand why, Ray, your wife left you after 20-something years. Dakota, I wonder why you not married right now. Nigga, why I'm not married? A bitch gotta worry about that shit. Yeah. You know, like you gotta worry about why the bitch not married right now. Why the bitch got 8 kids and not married. You know what I mean? You gotta worry about that shit. Not the dick she had. y'all live in the past. Y'all better live in the future, motherfuckers. Yeah. You better slap yourself twice.
Okay,
y'all better slap yourself twice.
Okay, you know what?
I swear to God.
Let's change the topic. It's okay. We did the body count. We understand that. Okay. Now, Joey, you just brought up something really good. Okay. What about the level of baggage that comes along with it? Okay. Body count.
The baggage that comes along with dicks.
Look, there you go. Look. I'm not caring about the body count. I care about that shit. That's the shit you care about right there, the baggage.
Talk about the other baggage that comes along there, such as maybe got a kid that's a crack addict.
No. I don't care how many baby daddies she has. I worry about how long these niggas turn 18. That's what I'm worried about, nigga. Not the baby daddies. How long these niggas turn 18? So we can live on our lives, nigga. That's what I care about. I worry about 17. And when you're 16, 17, you kick these niggas out. They gotta grow and be grown. You know what I mean? That's how I live, but that's what I care about. That's what I was trying to get to. was not the body count and how many dicks the person has. It's about the person now and what they bring now.
Okay, let's talk about that.
You don't need to
Let's talk about that then. Let's bring that to the table. Forget about the body counts. Let's talk about what they bring to the table now. What about that? What they bring to the table now? Like, say,
does she have a career? You know what I mean? Do you know like?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what about? Well, okay. Well, we don't want to go back to the counts, but let's just to kind of tie it in though. Like for me, it's like I don't need to know the number, like because I don't believe you're never gonna know the number anyway.
The truth, yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, and then kind of what Curtis was alluding to is like the energy, and then the actual. Isn't it like women actually carried the DNA for like 5 years or supposedly of the previous partner?
Of the previous partner, yeah.
But what can you do for me now? So as long as you didn't have even if you had a whole pass, let's take one of these Corinne Steffens or this what's that bitch? I don't know. She goes on No Jumper a lot. Any of these OnlyFans that be fucking the rappers and shit, and they're really toxic, or they have this. They're always in a beef. They're like greed, right? They're in the industry, and then kind of let's say, but like how Corinne Steffens was that 10, 15 years ago, and now she's some dude wifed her up, and she's an author. She kind of elevated from her host status, and she has like hundreds of dicks from around the industry that's known.
Right
now, she's married to this dude who just loves her, cuffs her, and he accepts the past. But if they're able to elevate from that whole mentality, and prove that they can be a mother, they can be a nurturer. Like that, I would find that sexy. Like, okay, let's forget about the past, girl. Like, but if she's kind of, she still want to keep the OnlyFans or whatever. Like
maybe that's what you call a Mary Magdalene.
Like she just,
a changed woman.
Or if she says she's changed, but I don't know, man. Every time, she's a little too, whatever.
Yeah, she still got her old ways of.
That's the only thing when I'd be like, bitch, like. Maybe you're just not over your past in general. Or you're not ready to move on with me. Is that fair to say, or is that a fair assessment, or does that, or you don't give a fuck? What can you do? But that's valid. No, I mean, if you're, it's like you're, even with my past, it's like if I wasn't, I'm not fully gonna hang up my dick on the shelf. But I put it up a little. I put it in the cup, throw it on the side and shit like a toothbrush. But I'm gonna pull it out every once in a while and let it be known. Like, and so the woman that with me, she's gonna have to kind of deal with that, But I'm not gonna deal with that. That's the thing. Like, if you want to, it's a double standard. Call it what you will, but I guess it's just that give and take. Like, you're gonna attract somebody that's gonna deal with your ass, or you're not. Or you love this woman enough that you're gonna deal with it, or you're not, So I don't know. Go from here.
I don't know. I'm just I guess. What
do you think, Curtis?
I think if my body count's higher than hers by a factor of like a good amount.
Okay, so you say okay.
I'm just joking now. Yeah,
I'm just messing with you. You guys are on the same page as far as the count. Like 16, you're like that's low. What's your whatever like, are you
30s?
Are you more aligned with Joey though? Like you don't give a fuck about a woman's count. What can she do for you?
I think it's more about like what she's like in the present. Like, well, like if she's like focused on you, she's loyal to you, and she's like ready to settle down. She's mature. She's been through relationships that have like ended badly and stuff like that. She's like learned from them, and she's not, bringing that same stuff into the current relationship. I think she's like, mature in that way. Then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why does the body count matter if that's happening? Because that's what most men want. Is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So why does the body count
matter? There are studies that show that like they've done statistics on like how many guys they've been with and what their divorce rate is, and it skyrockets.
You would learn that, but you would learn that
it scientifically does something.
Yeah,
I guess if you believe in that scientific
You won't be
I
able to
believe
figure it out though.
living the life shit there. You know what I mean? Like you will learn that shit with that person. You will see the red flags, and you will determine that stuff in your life because you don't know where you're at in that moment. That's what I'm saying though. Your career might shoot off, and then something happened with your relationship. You're like, man, all right, peace out, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Or you might stick it out. You don't know. I'm just saying, but scientific shit, I get what you're saying though. But at the moment, body count don't matter. It matters in the moment with the bitch or whoever you're with. Not whoever. I'm not whoever you're saying. Like whoever you're with and what partner you're with. That's what you're trying to. That's what you're living, and that's what you're focused on. The past does matter. You get the tendencies out of the past, but certain things don't matter though. Like body count and who you've been with and how much party and what whole phase you've been in. Come on, man. Because if you the high end like me and this motherfucker, like, come on, bro. You gotta look yourself in the mirror, bro.
I know.
You my nigga. Like you can't say shit about a body count.
I know.
Are you talking to me?
like you know what I mean? Like me, you can't say nothing about a body count.
You know what? That's my personal standard.
Yeah, no,
That's my personal standard.
He's talking to me like as far as because it is a double standard.
You mean it's if I meet somebody and they don't meet my standards, it's my choice to say yay or nay. I mean,
you're right about that, bro. And no, I salute that, though. I salute that. That you're right about that.
Whether I vibe with her or whatnot, that's another factor too, because she could be like a Mary Magdalene, to where it's like, yeah, maybe she was a hoe, and then all of a sudden, because I'm a Christian, I'm a full on, call it corny, I'm a full on Bible thumper whatsoever. I'm looking for that kind of woman, and maybe she changed herself for that. I do believe in that, though, Joey. I do believe in that people can change. And depends on how you, and then maybe she wants a different life now and whatnot. So but at the same time, maybe if I was you guys' age, where you guys are at your age in your 30s, where really this is time to father up. This is because I know that was me when I was raising my kids, and I was raising them. I was married and all that stuff. My mind wasn't into like, oh, how many women, this and this. My goal was I want to build a legacy. I want to have a family. I want my last name to ride. So call it like, am I picky with women? Fuck yeah, I am picky. Hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not just going to pick anybody just because, and especially if they're just for the pussy. I mean, okay, great. Some guys are like, oh man, they're going to jack off. You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I guess there's some people that are just different.
Let me ask you though, would you ever, because I've never actually asked a bitch, like honestly, that's information they've given, and I just apply my times tables on top of what they say. But would you, at your age and your situation, you're looking for a companion, whatever the fuck you're looking for, would you ask a woman like what her body count
I think at my age right now and where I'm at right now in life, because this is truthfully, I can't produce any more kids. I'm fixed. I got my 3 kids and everything, but all I can tell you, this is my long-term goal, and I'm not trying to like have sex with every single female. That's not my style. I'm not like that, because I think, to me, I hold myself high value, whatever that is, to me, to my standard, to where it's like I don't have to sleep with everybody. Yeah, but at my age, maybe if I'm you guys' age, that kind of libido, yes, I get it. All I can tell you this: if I find that right one, like I said, you give Ray the props that he deserves, and you support him. The world is yours. I'll make anything happen. That's how confident I am. That's why I don't care about I'm short, I'm this and that, whatever. I don't give a flying fuck. I know what I want.
Yeah. So you would? So you wouldn't?
What?
Ask a bitch.
You know what? I think what it is.
How many dicks have you had?
You know what? I think the conversation in the relationship is gonna come up. Yeah. And at that time, I don't know. I can't say. I guess it depends. If she say, "Oh, I got 30," I got 30. Right? At the same time, I'm going, "Okay, you got 30," but at the same time, I'm not gonna have kids with you. We're not gonna have kids. We're not gonna, this. But at the same time, your principles are different.
So there was this. So the little scenario that I found myself in the other day. I got it. She divulged the information that she had never done anal and she had never had sex in the shower. And
Never had sex in the shower.
she never had sex in the shower. And I asked her, I was like, what about the ass? Like, yeah. And I like to eat the ass. Joey like to, he's an ass man. But I said, has a dude ever has a dude ever ate your ass? She's like, no. I said, really?
What?
I said, motherfucker ain't never like just she hips and I said, dude never just bent you over and just ate your ass out. And she's like, no. I was like,
Wow, man.
okay then. So I even the body count could be high or whatever, but I also find that a lot of men, they're not doing
The right.
everything. So when
No, there's just not a lot of romantic men out there, man. I'm sorry.
or you
There's
might
just
get
not. They're not.
a chick, she's with a high body count, but maybe she's just been pounded missionary doggy style.
Yeah, they can probably like build a cabin house, like 6 of them in 8 hours. But you know what? There's got to be that side of a man to where it's like, to where you maybe that gentle, that more stuff, that suaviness about a man, because there's some men out there I can understand, they're just freaking cave like that, and
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. What about you, Kurt? Like, what's your style, man? You more of a romancito? You like to wine and dine, make love? You do? You just
Like a
slapping them
gentleman.
around? Spitting in their mouth, fucking treating them bad? I mean, what?
I like to ride the edge of the wave, basically. That's like my style. It really is. Like, so you got like the nice gentleman guy, like genuine person, and then you got like the bad boy, like doing like crazy shit.
Okay.
I think I like to like ride that wave.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
And if it's like a first date type thing, I mean, you want to show that you're like normal, you're cool, you're social, you're like a normal person, but then you want to like turn up that heat and like spike it up, and then close with that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That way you don't fall into like the good guy provider, like
the friends.
she doesn't view you as that like nice guy. You gotta like break that in the beginning, otherwise she's gonna like take advantage of you and like.
Yep. I'm a believer in that too. Like like you can be a gentleman, but you can't be a pushover.
Yeah. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Yeah, exactly. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
Because I'm really stoic.
And it kind of throw them that curveball, like we're like they almost don't know like how. And my girl tells me that even all the time. I don't know how you're gonna be like from day to day, and that's kind of. It's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I'll keep you on your goddamn toes. Some days I'm fucking sweet, and then today I'm an asshole. But I love you either way. Fuck you, whatever. And that keeps that excitement, baby.
Yeah,
It keeps them, because if I was just too stagnant, man.
No, if you're the same all the time, they'll get bored.
I keep them. I keep them.
That's why I think a man. It's like a lot of times. As a man. And there's some men out there, we talked about this, like some men, the minute they have a woman, they let themselves go. No, man, I think as a man, to keep it, like you said, keep it exciting is that, you get in shape, dress nice, smell nice, as if, and let women like, ooh, he's this and that, whatever, stay that way. Don't let yourself go like, oh, I'm all fat and this and that. I got a woman, I got in-house Gucci. Keep them on their toes, man. Like, bitch, I'll leave you anytime.
Got you froze, Joey. Got you froze here. Tap back in. Man, the connection's been fidgety all night. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I can understand. It's like you said, like the bad boy, the mystery, the sporadic, the
Well, what I'm seeing too, like the women that we talked to at the bookstore the other night, it's like I literally asked them. And I asked different women this. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, man, all the time, because he's much needed in this society right now. Damn it. And he would allude to the same thing. Women be like, "Oh, I was tired of settling for less than what I deserve." Or it's like, "What do you deserve? Like, what is it that you want?" "Oh, just a guy that he's compassionate and this and that. It's like, what the fuck? But like, what? I think they want that like 24/7. Like they just say it very broadly. It's like I can give you those things, but I'm not always that. I'm not always gonna be this thoughtful, compassionate motherfucker.
No.
I'm a man. Like so I have my different emotions,
Especially if
different
you're running a
feelings,
business, man. You know what? There's sometimes business is just so filled in your mind. That's the last thing I want to talk about.
yes, or that
I don't want to talk about the kids. I gotta pay my, my lawyer. I gotta pay these bills. I got overhead. I got employees to pay. I don't have time to freaking think like that, to get all emotional. You know, I guess another thing too is just for a man, you just got to keep yourself busy, because if you're too available, it all depends on what you're available to. It's like, like if are you available, you're at the bar or are you at the horse races, that kind of that's different. But if you're handling business, like, she knows you're an entrepreneur, she knows you're a hustler, she knows you're out of the house and everything. That's how I ran my household and everything. I'm not married right now because my ex-wife just, there's some things that she didn't want to do, like, simple. I just wanted to go to church with me. That's all. She didn't want to do that, and you know what? I'm not gonna have a woman like that.
Yeah.
I'm at my age right now. We got grown kids, grandkids.
Let me ask you this, Curtis. Because we're probably going to end here in a few. I'm trying to keep these shows under 3 hours now. But what is it? Your situation. You say you just met a woman. What traits, qualities, are you truly looking for? I mean, going forward, like forget
Well,
this.
like for me right now, so I mean, for the past few years, I've just dated like a bunch of girls like at the same time. So I've even like dated like 4 or 5 girls at the same time. And I did that for a while, and right now I just kind of got sick of it, as in like it just takes up a lot of time. It's not really consistent, I want to focus on like my own goals and not have to worry about that area of my life as much. But so I've been looking for a girl to date for like a little while. But I wasn't like chasing anybody. I was waiting for like the right thing.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it's really like compatibility. I don't know if you've ever heard of like the 5 love languages. It's like a lot of girls know about it. Not that many guys know about it. It's a book about it, but there's like different ways that people communicate in relationships. So I want to make sure that we at least have 1 or 2 of those in common. And then a big thing for me is like availability, like schedule. Like if a girl works like a early morning job, because I work late at night, like I don't, like it doesn't work for me. So there's a lot of stuff. She's got to have like a social life, but like not nothing crazy. Like she has like friends and like she has a good social life, but she's not like,
You don't want to lose her bitch that just sits home and watches Netflix.
yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah, there's like a good balance, but I'm looking for more of like someone who's like chill, where I can just hang out with, watch a movie with, every once in a while go out and do something. Like that's what I want right now, because I work so much and I'm always so busy that in my free time I just want to relax. I don't want to like go out to the bar every weekend, or like
Yeah, I guess it gets after a while.
And do you want kids in your future? Or are you one of them guys that just...
I don't know. I did for a long time, but recently I've been having second thoughts about it. Just because there's so many things that I want to achieve, like
just wait.
Business goals that that I've thought about not doing it. So
I think I want to bust a Tech 9 Too Short move and have a kid at like 52, like with a better bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, Curtis, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, you're 30. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Shoot, I had 30. That's when I had my first kid.
No, it's not bad, man. We can still bust loads when we're 60 years old if we want.
Yeah.
It's like
as long as a man, as long as you take care of yourself, man. I'm 56 years old, man. So
like when like in my 20s, like I wanted to be in a relationship and like do all that. But I lost you guys.
I do.
Yeah. So I don't know, just the way it just played out in my life. The like going through my 20s, I went through a lot of ups and downs because I wanted to be an entrepreneur and I wanted to like go a different route. So I had a lot of girls like break up with me, dump me, not see what I was going to do because I didn't really have anything concrete. So I think a lot of the times where I would have wanted to do that has kind of passed, and now I'm at the point where I just want to focus on other things, and I'm just like, yeah, might not happen.
For a guy 40 years old, if I was,
I could always, adopt or something like that.
Yeah.
The world's overpopulated, honestly. I mean, there's kids in orphanages. Like,
yeah.
If I'm like doing really well financially, like I wouldn't.
I'll do that. Yeah, if I can't have any kids, I'll adopt definitely.
Yeah,
I'll
but
adopt.
if I'm in a long-term relationship with a girl and she wants to have kids, then I'll have kids.
Yeah.
With her.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's like if you want this rotten seed, I got to give you. I guess it might be a
part of the
little,
deal,
might be a little curdle. Real quickly before we get out of here, man. You guys ever think? I was thinking about this the other day, and I was talking to this bitch just like this. Like we started talking about semen and shit, and about we're talking about diet and how I'll eat your pussy, but that shit's got to be tip top. Keep yourself clean. We're talking about diet, and then it came to like how they say, men, if we drink pineapple juice, our sperm tastes better. But do you ever like sometimes like? And I told her, I said, well, I said, usually my sperm, I shoot out that like bright white. Sometimes I'm proud of my loads, and it's like sometimes it has like a little fluorescent, like off-white purplish tinge to it. I'm like, that's a pretty fucking piece of sperm. Then other times you shoot out that like glob, and it's like cottage cheesy. And then I always think that that would have been like the Hitler baby or something. That was a mass murder. And you shoot out that lobe, and it's kind of like that curdled glue. It's like, what have I been eating? Do you guys ever
Let me put this in a Petri glass and like let me put it. Oh yes, those are beautiful babies.
Yeah, you got the one that's just so spits out all fucking perfect, and just like, wow,
good thing I didn't have that.
That was a profit I just let wash down the sink.
This one is an ugly sperm, man. That kid's going to have jacked up teeth.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I think you could, because we produce it 24/7, 365. So I think like maybe there's cycles, like, and how women do their cycles, like they know when they're ovulating or whatever. I wonder if we have like around this time. You probably shouldn't shoot a load because this batch of sperm is corrupted by the batch and it has to filter out. So your best time to have a baby is actually at this time when your sperm is really at the highest quality.
Actually, you know what? When Curtis was talking about like the body, we're going back to the body count again. Like, and then you talked about like it stays on there. The reason why now there's a reason to believe the facts that they put out there is because science is actually taken to the next level now. Secondly, because of the population of the world, I mean, right now we're like what, almost 8 billion people, 7.2 billion people all over the world. That's enough statistics. And the amount of time that we did the studies within a 40 year span, the studies has to be accurate because we have the population, we have the time, and at the same time we have the technology and the science to back it up. So what Curtis was saying earlier about what it is when we have too many body counts, because they're also discovering with guys like we think, oh yeah, we could just have this and that, but at the same time, physically it's doing something to us as well, not just the women.
Oh yeah.
So in that factor, I can understand the information that the science people are telling us about,
yeah,
promiscuity and whatnot.
Yeah, no, for sure, man, for sure, man. But I'm getting ready to wrap up here. It's been an excellent episode here at the Hida Pub. Curtis, my man, did you have a good time on the Hida Pub?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I'll come on earlier next time.
Hell yeah, man! I'd love to have you back. And then before you go, promote whatever Instagram, socials, your business, whatever you got going on, and then let's link up. I'll text you, and because I want to do some in person stuff, like I said, man. And
yeah, I'm down. Yeah.
And then if I want to do like a pod in the limo type shit, even if it's pre-recorded, I could bring this board. I got my board right here. portable. Maybe set that up and do like some content, and then get to promote your business at the same time. You know?
Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, it'd be cool. Cruise around downtown.
That'd be the shit.
That'd
man.
be great.
Yeah, you could go out on like a weekend and just like go out and like interview people. You know?
Yeah, man. We were talking about that.
Right outside the limo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And just have the cameras and different things, fly the drone overhead, and you know what I mean? I think that'd be the shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, thanks for coming on. Do you have anything else you want to add? Or?
Nah, yeah, so like how you were just finishing that up, like I think it's more of like I wanted to kind of just talk about it earlier because you guys were talking about it and like bring it up, see what you guys' opinions were. But I think it's more of a red flag to be aware of, you know, if a girl maybe has like a really high body count, you know.
It's a red flag.
It's like one of those red flags that you should like kind of maybe be aware of.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That could lead to behaviors that, you know, mess it up.
Right.
But yeah, my Instagram is it's .curtisjames. So ITS Curtis James, and then Biggest Little Limousine. You can look that up. Instagram, Biggest Little Limousine, Biggest Little Limo, and that's
okay. I'm gonna go. I'll make sure I go follow that page as well, and give you some support, man. This is what I do here every week. This is my boy Joey. Known him for a lot of years, and then of course Joey Curtis. We have different people coming on frequently, and then if I don't, it's just I'm sitting here talking shit like I am, just whatever, giving my thoughts and opinions, man. But I definitely appreciate you coming on, at least making the introduction, man. And you know, we'll be in touch, my brother.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
All right.
Curtis,
Thanks, Curtis.
everybody. You have a good night, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, Joey.
Yeah, man.
Up in the building. And you as well, man. It was good. It was good chopping it up with you and seeing you again. Like I said, I was walking down the street the other day because I think Dre called me for, I don't know, maybe Thanksgiving or some time. He hit me up, and I was like walking down the street, and I was like, man, let me give this guy a call. And then I ended up going in this bar and forgetting about it. But either way, man, I love you, man, and
I love you too, bro.
Hope everything's well. And you know, hey, if things don't work out here in Reno, man, I'm going right back to Utah. You already know, you know, like that's one thing I want to bring up right now. Like Ray doesn't want to see me go, right? Without letting too much without letting too much out of the bag. You know, shit's a little rough over here. You know, people, you know, she's missing her family, yada yada, and it's like, hey, I mean, I'm gonna get it wherever we're at, regardless. But we're already, you know, there's this little rumblings of like, well, fuck, you know, if it don't work out, I mean, like you said, we niggas, man, we always going, like, I'll go back to what I know, right? Or like I'm never gonna be broke, or I'm never gonna let the family fall. So if I gotta move again or go back to Utah to where I know I have job security, or where I know it's like, but even through that, it's you know, we're always gonna be afloat, right? It just, I don't know, always gonna be. Sometimes in my head, I get a little too, I have to be at this I have to be at this plateau at this point in my life, and man, I just like, I've been coming to grips more and more that maybe I'm not what I think I am, and I'm just a guy, like I'm just a worker dude. Like, I don't know, man. It sounds pessimistic, but I've been thinking that like maybe you know, it's not. There's a guy at my job. I'm gonna go and relieve him here in an hour. 85 years old. 80 fucking 5, and he's still bartending, and like he's been doing this for like 60 fucking years, man, and everybody loves him. Like his grandkids come in, he seems like a good dude. But then I think about it in my egotistical kind of mind, and like, oh, dude, you know, you could easily say he's a failure or he's this or that, but I have no idea of what he went through to. Maybe he's, you know, just bored and he just kind of wants to do that still.
He's happy.
But yeah, so I don't know. I've been kind of thinking of that too. Like, cause me and Ray always like, man.
Well, ask him. Hey, just ask him then. Ask him why he does it still.
Yeah.
Honestly, you might get some. Just ask him.
Yeah, no, I will. I mean, I've heard other people just kind of tell me, but I'm gonna be like, yo, man, like, why do you have to be here, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Or maybe he just enjoys it, right? But but it looks like he's lived a full life. You know, I've met his grandkids. He has kids, and he's just working still. But
you never know in too fast, man. I'm just saying, we all can make assumptions and assume shit. You know what I mean? Like, cause I work with people that is like, I think the oldest lady I work with is 62.
Right.
She does it because she has nothing else.
Right.
She's taking care of her grandkids. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, damn, we're 62. Like, I'm trying to imagine myself like that. Like, I'm not trying to work at 62. Fuck this. You know what I mean? So it motivates me to do better, but you don't know what they're going through just because they look happy. Because this bitch looks happy, but this bitch is struggling. Taking care of a 16 and 18-year-old. 62. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Right. So yeah, I guess the moral of the story is too is like, yeah, just put ourselves as best as a position we can. I'm kind of scared because I used to say this. This is on. I already put this in the universe, but I used to be so dead set on the rap, right? Or like I'm gonna be. I used to say like, if I'm 40, like, and I'm still working a regular job, I used to be like, I'd rather be Schmed. I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to die. I used to wish I wasn't here because I thought because at 27 or 25, like 40 was like
That's
so
a
long
long
away,
time,
and now I'm here, and it's like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not different. You ain't special, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm kind of like, fuck. And I guess it's trying to be happy too, like finding a
happy medium.
happy medium of the work,
Yeah.
being a worker and a provider, but at the same time, like having this dream of making my own income somehow.
Maybe that's when we, like what Joey said, think about it, what's going on now. Because I went through that too. And actually that's a very natural thing that you went through. Because we have to have that vision, right? Now, if it happens, it all depends on your perspective, right? So, when you get to that situation, you kind of like, let me just enjoy this moment. And so I agree with Joey on that part right there, man. Enjoy the situation now, what you have at hand, because if you think too much in the future, it's kind of, as they said, the anxiety is thinking too much of the future, and depression is like thinking about the past too much. So, so it's a natural thing that you're going through. But you know what? As long as you have that dream, keep going at it, because it's proven that there's some people out there that was in the same boat. I think every so-called successful person went through what you're going through.
Yeah. For sure, man. For sure. I hate to end the show, but I got to go. See, the man says you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta work a graveyard shift. I'm here. I'm still consistent. I'm putting in my time. I'm getting like, my usual 4 hours of sleep. I got about 6 today, but still. I gotta go work a graveyard shift. I'll be there and not doing much. Man, if he was this job, bro, this job is so caked. I will talk about it on another, like, this job is like crazy, bro. Like, it's like, I don't know, anything goes, like hyena mode, fucking, it's weird. It's like, there's like really nobody that comes in, so I'm just there. I might have to make it like 2 drinks a night, and they're mostly for myself. So yeah, it's trip, man. But I'm gonna go do that. But we'll chop it up on the personal note, man. This weekend or something, bro. I'll hit you up, man.
Joey, man, it's a pleasure, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you for the input, man.
Absolutely, man. It's a hell of a show, man. Thank you for tapping in, bro. And then man, say hi to kids and God bless and good luck and fucking best wishes, man. I'll talk to you here in a couple days, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Smoke one. Let's smoke one. You have a good night, man.
Good night, brother.
All right. Joey Sims, everybody. One of my other good brothers, man. Actually, him and Andre. I mean, I met you at 18, but outside of like him and Andre are my 2 adult friends that I can see us in 20 years from now.
Growing up,
20
getting
years
older.
from now, will still be kicking it.
Yep.
And you don't meet those
Yeah. No.
when you're an adult often. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. You know, like all my friends that I'm similar my age are in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't really have any over here.
Yeah.
So,
and I almost consider I met you halfway because I got my 5, the LTB, down in Vegas mostly, and then Joey, Andre, Ray.
mm-hmm.
My circle's small. I'm telling you, Illuminati.
Keep it small.
My circle's small. Okay, I don't have that many people to sacrifice. Okay, I have a few that I'll give up, but they're not here tonight. Okay, so leave us alone. No.
Yep.
But yeah, man.
Wrap it up.
What do you think? It was a decent show.
Oh, it was a great show. You know what? The only thing I can say, and if Natalie, you're watching this, or you're going to watch this later on, and also Jocelyn and the females that we can invite over here. I thought Helen was going to be on it too.
Yeah, she got to work in the morning, so she couldn't be on.
Man, it would be tonight. Would have been a great with female perspectives on there.
That's the only thing that would have been.
That conversation would have been, because I noticed. Okay, all of us talking and everything. The only thing that we had a little banter on was the body count. But imagine if there was a female dynamic here. But oh well, we just got to deal with what we have in front of us. So.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. The Hida Pub every Thursday night, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Podbean, and everywhere else. The show's growing. We're almost 400 subscribers. Yep. 398 actually, according to the thing.
Come up, 2 more people. Subscribe, 2 more people.
Let's go. Let's make this happen.
No, actually, 102 people.
102 for the light monetize.
Tonight, I would like to see 102 people subscribe. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna call this one the hiccup episode because your hiccups have been killing me all night.
Really? Sorry about that.
I will say that. I'm gonna go back and listen to it and be like,
I know, man.
I get the hiccups and they go away in like 10 minutes. I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what's wrong. I haven't had the hiccups in a long time.
God damn, yeah.
And I did the whole pinching of the thing over here. That shit didn't work.
That's some bullshit. Yeah, I want my money back from the massage school that told me that bullshit worked. Man,
I heard about that too.
But all right, people.
All right. Good to be in the show. Yes.
I will be back next Thursday. The next 3 weeks, they're going to be some legit interviews, so stay tuned. We got some active comedians and stuff coming on. Stay tuned for episode 100. Harry Too Scary on Spotify. Harris is Drinking Again on Spotify. And some music is coming. Matter of fact, since I'm over the 3-hour mark, I'm going to end this. I'm going to play a little song on the way out. It's a straight freestyle that I did. I'm going to give that to y'all. Go peep out Harry's Flow 2K23 also up on the Instagram, up on the YouTube there. All right. We will see y'all next week. Much love. Sponsored by Gubba Rum. And check us out Saturday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific, WDJYFM.com. Or search Hype Global Media, and you can find the Harris Drinking Again podcast on there as well. Salute, and good night, everyone. Enjoy this song, unreleased song. Peace.
Come with the new, without you know. We gotta come with the new. We gotta come with the new. Yeah, that you know. Harris is drinking, and yes, I'm thinking, and I'm plotting and scheming, And I'm thinking about semen, busting on the semen, on the brick wall aiming. Back in the day, Harry too scary, man. It's insane. The time pains, man, with the day, with the kid, with the dangling braids. Now I'm frosted up, man, minimum wage, never bad. Living for cash, and I got a podcast. Who is that? Every Thursday night, giving up my therapy, but not snitching on sight. It might be a little dry. The pussy wetter up on the side when I wanna do my thing. Hair racist drinking, man. And I go to the left and I wanna go stretch. What's going on? I just flex. This how I get my release. I'm sitting here in the garage and I own the Caprice. That was back in the day. Now I ain't got nothing. Going through bankruptcy and I'm fucking puffing my shit away. And I'm staying with my stepmoms. How is that, man? You ain't lying. I ain't nothing known, but I ain't saying that's for sure. Trying to get my life back on track. It's always been that. All I'm looking for is a little bit scratch. Just a fat stack. Trying to raise my dang son. Got a stepdaughter, and that ain't fun. But I'm trying to do the fucking best I can. I'm a gambling man, I'm a rambling man, I'm a have a fan, I'ma do a couple things, I'ma do a dance. It might be NAV, sounding like the boy SSP on the DV3. It's for sure, I had to get a couple raps and just bust some more. Straight desert style, wicked and wild. Old school raps just fit my style. It's been 15 years. Really though? Imagine if I sold my soul in a telephone.
Harry's drinking again.